Barça fans, how are we all doing? It's Thursday night and it's matchday 6 in La Liga. We face Oviedo, a newly promoted team, and let's hope that we can get the 3 much needed points to keep up the pace that Real Madrid have set at the top of the table. Barça looking for another away win this season, coming off of a 3-0 victory against Getafe last weekend. We've done fairly well since the return of after the international break. Let's keep that winning run going. Spencer Siegel, how are we doing?
Hello. How's it going?
I'm fine. Yes. I'm back. Yes, I missed the last couple of shows. You missed the last couple of shows.
Well, you started this little rotation that we had going where Pablo took your seat, and then I was supposed to be here, but we threw Alex here, and then I went up to the broadcast booth and did the on-demand version of the game broadcast, which I had fun with because there were 2 victories.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty convincing.
A bit of a game of like musical chairs or commentary chairs, if you want.
I got to call 2 Rashford goals and 3 goals against Getafe, which is nice.
There you go. That's rare as well. Well, let's talk about Barca's lineup. Let's talk about tonight's game, because we have a lineup. After having said hello, of course, to everyone who is watching us right now on this Barca Live, we will play tonight with Joan Garcia in goal. Hansi Flick making a few changes, as is usual in this busy time of the season. Eric Garcia starts up right back today with Ronald Araujo, Cubarsí pairing as centre backs, and Gerard Martín as the left back. Pedri and Casado in midfield. Olmo will be the attacking midfielder. Rafinha on the right, Rashford on the left, and Ferran Torres up front. Of course, a reminder of the absences. Of course, Ter Stegen is a long-term injury. Gavi has been operated this week. He'll be out for 4 to 5 months. Fermin's out. Balde's out, Lamine Yamal's out, hopefully on the mend. And here we are, that's that lineup. Let us know your thoughts, rate it from 1 to 10. What do you think about this lineup that we have put out there today to face Oviedo? Your thoughts, Spence?
Well, if we start from the back and we move to the front, I always am a sucker for seeing Eric in that right back position, and that maybe is a good thing that we can do that more often to give Koundé a bit of a break every now and again, considering the fixture congestion going on. I love the midfield. Pedri with Dani Olmo is always a good combination to have. And then we haven't seen as much Marc Casado in starting positions this year, so I like to see him from the get-go occupying that number 6, and he can control the game a little bit against an Oviedo team that's been doing that a little bit better at home. And then up front, I mean, everybody's in form right now, so it really doesn't matter who's out there. We'll take Rafinha on the right, we'll put Rashford on the left, and Ferran in the middle, and if we need Lewandowski off the bench to score 2 later, we can do that too.
Ferran, who, by the way, is has started the season on fire. 2 goals to last game. Dani Olmo gets the nod as well today after scoring against Getafe. The ever-moving pieces in defense as well today, Araujo and Cubarsí, the pairing at the back.
Yeah, I think you can also, we just talked about interchanging the front of this attack. You can also, at this point, Hansi is doing it enough where whoever he feels is the best matchup at the right time, whether it's Christensen or whoever maybe has the most minutes under their belt over the last week or 2, he can make that decision tonight. He's obviously gone with this pairing.
It's early times in the season. You're figuring out what your best starting 11 is, what your best pairings are.
I don't think we can answer that right now.
We can't. And you also want to keep players' legs fresh. It's a busy time in the schedule. We've got another game on Sunday. We've got another big game next Wednesday. But of course, tonight's game is important as well. 3 much needed points because Real Madrid, well, at the moment, have not dropped any points, and we need to keep up with them.
I thought we weren't going to talk about them.
Well, I mean, we're talking about keeping up with them at the moment. Who will be the key player today, Spence? Will it be Pau Cubarsí helping keep maybe another clean sheet? Will it be Marc Casado, the piece that you talked about in midfield? Or will it be Marcus Rashford coming off of, last Thursday's performance?
Those are 3 good options. I think if you were to go through the starting 11 and say who the 3 most important pieces are, you probably hit it with those 3. I'd probably say it's between 2 and 3. I'll stick with my gut and say that Casado's the one that needs to receive the ball in a position to turn and make the play to break through that next line of defense, because Oviedo are going to make it tight, but Barça have proven that they can break down just about any defense. If they can break down Getafe 3 times, then anything's possible.
I'm going to go Cazador because he's good in the transition defense as well. He's a good help for Araujo and Pau Cubarsí. If Oviedo decide to try and play long, try and get into the back of Araujo and Cubarsí whenever they get the chance to run, Cazador is good help there. And then Barca need to dominate this game in midfield. They need to not let Oviedo get a sniff of the ball.
I'm curious to see how Oviedo are going to play this.
I'm very curious as well because, well, I was going to say mixed results, but not that mixed really. They haven't done all that well in this start of the season. They did get one win at home at the Tartieri. They're eagerly waiting for this game, which has not been played for several years, and they're back in the first division, and this is Oviedo Barça. They'll be fully motivated for that, so we'll see in terms of energy as well where the game starts. Right, as per usual, our colleague Paul Martinez, who's at the stadium, talked to Hansi Flick, so let's go and hear what our head coach had to say.
Hansi Flick, good evening. New match day in La Liga. 25 years later, Barça will be playing here. What kind of match do you expect?
I would say yesterday they are very brave with the ball. They build up very brave, and but we have to, from the very first second of the match, we have to be there. Also, in one against one situation, we have to be a bit aggressive, and we want to win it. We have to show. But at the end, it's also very important to be ready for the first seconds and show how good we are.
Always you said that the most important thing is your team. After the 3 wins in a row, how is the team coming to this game?
You can see it in the training. It's a lot of quality we can see in the training, and also the confidence we have, a good mood, good energy in the team, and of course. We have to keep it, so we have to win today, and this is our goal.
Today, with 4 news in the lineup, how to manage the rest of your players?
Yeah, I speak with them, and of course it's a feeling about the situation, about the players, and so we have to manage it. It's not always easy, but the team are doing good.
Good luck, Hansi.
Words there of Hansi Flick talking precisely about rest, about minute management, and well, it's not always easy, he says, but he talks to the players about it, and he needs to keep everyone fresh. Right, a reminder that this show is coming to you on YouTube, but that you can become a YouTube member. You can become a premium member of our YouTube channel at FC Barcelona. I'm having trouble with my earpiece here. I'm sorry. We'll see if I can keep it in my ear. No. The thing is, it keeps pinging out of my ear. Anyway, I'll try and power through this. YouTube Premium membership. It has a lot of advantages. You can become a premium member very easily. There's a link in the live chat right now. You click on it and then you register and follow all the steps that it asks you to follow. Advantages to being a premium member. You get loyalty badges, you get emojis, exclusive emojis, that's cool. You get early access to new videos, you get members only live streams, you get members only shorts, members only live chats, like this one. Today, you can only talk on the live chat, you can only comment on the live chat if you're a member. You get members-only videos, photos and status updates, and perks from, all the levels of membership at FC Barcelona. And also, another perk is that we shout out your name. If you become a member, we shout you out. And that's cool. Exactly. You get a shout out at the beginning of the game because right now we have a lot more to talk about. But
hello, if insert name here. That could be you.
Exactly. If you're hesitating, don't hesitate. Become a YouTube member because there's a lot more coming. I have it on good authority.
You have an inside track?
I have inside information, and that there
always with the inside information.
More perks and advantages coming to being a YouTube member, and they're coming very shortly. So. Do it. Let's talk about Oviedo. Let's talk about our opponent today, and let's talk about their lineup with 19 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this game. Aaron Escandell, their keeper. Defensive line of 4 with Lucas, Bailey, David Carmona, and Rahim. In midfield, Hassan, Tendonka, Reina, and Elias. And up front, the experienced Santi Cazorla and Salomon Rondon.
Experienced indeed.
Both of them.
So I think we need to start by talking about Oviedo, which obviously we'll do plenty throughout this program, but start by saying welcome to Barça Live, Real Oviedo.
Welcome, yeah. It's the first Barça Live with Oviedo.
2001 was the last time that this...
Spence, it was information that I was going to share later in a quiz.
Sorry, see, I'm not privy to the quizzes. I don't know about the quizzes. 2001 was a long time ago, so... what I was going for...
It was a long time since we last played Oviedo.
Was that this club almost went bankrupt and folded completely. But here they are, back in the top flight. And for those who have been following La Liga, and maybe you were born after that year, this club was historic.
It was.
In Spain.
They were a nightmare to play in the 90s. I remember growing up, going to Oviedo was a pain. It was an absolute pain. We lost there many a times.
Every year we talk about the teams that go down and the ones that come up, and it's like Levante, Valladolid, Granada, Cádiz, and okay, we've seen this plenty of times before, right? Elche, but this is something new, and I think people like that fresh, new look about them. I'm rooting for them. I hope that they're able to get it together. It's obviously, and it's always like this, the teams that go through via the playoff tend to struggle those first couple of games because the playoff goes until mid to late June, so it's a shorter off season for them. But they do have a good squad here. If you throw the squad back up on the screen, just a couple of names to look out for today. Hassem Hassan has been excellent for them in the Segunda, and so he's trying to get his feet wet in the Primera. And then, obviously, we know about Santi Cazorla. Dendonker's solid in the midfield. Yep. And the other name that's on the bench that we'll probably see later, who hasn't started yet, is Santiago Colombato, and he's really good on the ball. We also know about the experience of Eric Bailly, former Manchester United, former Villarreal as well, Espanyol. So, no, some experienced players in there, and that will be our opposition today, Oviedo. Just one win in 5 games. Have only scored 1 goal in this year's Primera, so good chance for Barça to keep a clean sheet tonight. Let's hope we can do that, coming off of that clean sheet against Getafe as well. The players warming up on the pitch. I have to say, I am digging this warm-up kit. I quite like it, Spence. I quite like the Barca warm-up kit. I can't quite make it out. It's just, it's monotone, no? Or two-tone, I should say. Well, two-tone, yeah. It's the black and... black and blau. The black and blau, yeah. I sort of like it. Yeah. It fits with the aesthetic of Oviedo. Of Oviedo, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right. As always, guess the player. All right. And today I'm playing too, because our editor Jordi Cochran is who came up with the scorers. And scorers against Oviedo? Scorers in the past against Oviedo. So you said, Spence, it's been a long time since we played Oviedo. So these are Barça legends. Players from the past who scored against Oviedo. And Jordi Cochran said to me, I think they're easy. And right now I have 2 options. Are you questioning yourself right now? I feel like you got to go with your gut on this one, and the hair might be a bit of a giveaway. Well, yeah, but there was another player who had that type of hair. All right, well, I'm going to say the one that I think is obvious. Okay. And I'm going to go with Maradona. Okay, you think it's Maradona. That's one option. I'm going to go with Maradona as well, although I will say he looks an awful lot like Mark Hughes in the because Mark Hughes had that hairstyle as well. But let's go Maradona. Oh, Vaquero! Oh, Vaquero! Ninguna. How can Jordi say this is an easy one? Jose Mario Vaquero, eh? Well, because I'm a fan of the Dream Team, Johan Cruyff's Dream Team, and Jose Mario Vaquero was like a pillar of that team. So I don't understand how you could say this is an easy one if 95% of the people watching this program were born 15 years after this guy played. True. Yeah, no. He said it was going to be easy for me. Oh, okay. Well, this one's easy. This one is easy. I know who that is. So the facial. I'm not even going to play. Okay. I always kind of confuse these quite a bit in this era, just because I didn't grow up with it. But I guess Rivaldo would be I think that's the smart guess. It's Rivaldo or Ronaldo.
No, I'm going to say it before.
Go on.
It's Luis Enrique.
Oh wow! No, I didn't have that one.
Luis Enrique Martinez, former Sporting Gijón player, a lifelong Sporting fan as well, Luis Enrique. So that means, Spence, that he doesn't hold a special place in his heart for Oviedo.
That's another team that we haven't seen in a while.
No,
that I don't think has been on Barça Live.
But not as they haven't been on Barça Live. No.
Right.
I have to say, it looks like there's a great atmosphere at the Carlos Tartiere as the players walk off the pitch, and here is...
Yikes.
I think I know who that looks like.
That's the 92, 93 kit.
96, 97.
Okay.
It's 96, 97. I think Alia is saying, how is that easy?
Alia, I agree.
I think I know who it is. Well, I don't remember this player scoring. Is it Macanudo Pizzi? Is it Juan Antonio Pizzi? Macanudo Pizzi.
We were all counting on you for that one.
I'm gonna say that I think our fans might have gone over 3 there.
If anybody got one right, honestly, I would think Luis Enrique might have been the best chance for somebody to get it, but that would have been like some sort of fluke, because if anyone got it right, throw your name in the chat.
Yeah.
Be honest.
Be honest, but I don't think anyone got it. But anyway, we're 12 minutes away from the game. That is Barca's lineup. Let us know your thoughts on the chat. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Joan Garcia in goal. Eric at the back with Araujo, Cubarsí and Gerard Martín. Pedri and Casado in midfield. Olmo, the attacking midfielder. Rafinha on the right. Rashford on the left. And Ferran Torres up front. What is the key to tonight's game, Spence?
The key for Barca is to do what they've already been doing the start of this season, which is come out firing from the get-go. First 15 minutes, keep that energy level high, keep the ball moving quickly. I don't think they'll have any problem doing that with the midfield we've got today. Feed it up to the front men, let them make a play, and try to get on the board early. It was Hansi's theory and what he said out loud many times last year when this team started to form their identity, which was go win the game in the first half.
I say we just don't allow them to feed off of the energy that they're going to get from their crowd today. Don't even allow them to get into the game. Just do your thing, minute 1. Don't get sucked into the atmosphere, and focus, and see if we can score early as well. Right, at the stadium, time for some català. El català correcte, Spence?
Passa'l, sisplau.
And we are going to pass on the correct Catalan with Pol Martínez. Pol, com està el Tartiere? Com anem d'ambient? Com ho veus, això?
Què tal, família? Què tal, Robert? Com esteu en el dia d'avui? Moltíssim ambient. Aquí al Carlos Tartiere hem de tenir en compte que feia 25 anys que el Barça no disputava aquí un partit de Lliga. Compte perquè ara està el rec aquí en marxa i el que dèiem avui, no hi haurà bitllets en aquest autèntic partidàs. La jornada número 6, el Barça arriba amb molt bones sensacions, 3 victòries consecutives, 2 a la Lliga, 1 a la Champions i també en la competició domèstica, 2 porteries a 0. La gespa, jo, la veritat que me l'esperava millor. Sent aquí a Astúries, tenint en compte la pluja i com cuiden sempre l'herba, me l'esperava millor. Sí que és cert que està en bones condicions. Compte amb aquest estadi perquè el Barça, de les últimes 4 visites, 3 derrotes. Esperem, això sí, que l'equip blaugrana avui pugui sumar els 3 punts. 4 rotacions avui a l'equip de Hansi Flick davant d'un Oviedo que només ha guanyat un partit aquesta temporada. De fet, avui s'enfronta l'equip més golejador. Fins al dia d'avui, el Barça en 16 dianes contra l'equip menys golejador. Només ha fet un gol. L'Oviedo va ser aquí a la victòria que va aconseguir davant la Real Societat. Per tant, molt bones sensacions. La meva porra pel dia d'avui, 0-2, companys.
Gràcies, Pol. Thank you, Pol. El català correcte?
Passa'l. Ha dit 0-2, eh?
Yeah, he said 2-0. We're going to do guess the player in a few minutes. Paul said that turf is good. It looks nice and fresh and ready to go. So we're playing on a good surface. He spoke about the atmosphere at the Tartiere and he gave us a stat. The team today with the fewest goals faces the team with the most goals scored, which is Barça with 16 points. So
Yeah, wow.
Barça just continuing the tendencies of last season. Right, Spence, as I said before, got a pre-game quiz.
Okay.
You sort of spoiled the first question. But let's let the audience get their answers in. When was the last time that Barça faced Oviedo? Was it option 1, 1995, option 2, 2001, option 3, 2008?
What could it be?
Let's see what the audience has to
Come on,
say.
chat.
What can they contribute here?
I'm waiting for the chat to give us an answer.
Let's see if the answers trickle in to this live chat. Alia's already sent in her answer.
Alia's on it.
Alia's been listening to us.
Yeah. Paying attention.
She's been paying attention to this game preview. So yeah.
Luis has not been paying attention.
Luis has not been paying attention.
No?
No. Or maybe Luis got in late. Okay, maybe he just joined a couple of minutes ago.
Also possible.
Mac has been paying attention.
Good.
Janet hasn't.
No, come on, people. There we go.
Krishna has been paying attention. Right, the correct answer is 2001.
Obviously.
Correct answer is 2001. 24 years. since
Time
the last
flies,
game.
man.
Yeah. The last time that Barça faced Oviedo, next question. These three players were in the team. But who was the last scorer against Oviedo?
Well,
I'll give you. I'll give you a bit of information. It's not even a clue. It wasn't in the last game. Last game, Barça lost to Oviedo
and didn't score.
So, who was the last scorer against Oviedo? Was it option 1, Patrick Kluivert? Option 2, Luis Enrique? Option 3, Rivaldo?
Well, we did the guess the player game, and Luis Enrique popped up as a previous scorer against Oviedo, but I think you might be trying to pull the wool over our eyes on that one. So I'm going to go with the slightly more popular answer. Let's see what people are saying here. Kluivert. Alia will get there eventually. I'm going to go Rivaldo.
Oh, Spence.
I should have done Luis Enrique, shouldn't I?
No,
I didn't get any of them. All right.
You should have gone with the audience. Our audience.
No, they all had it.
Our audience know their
Everybody.
stuff. They know their stuff. They know their history. It was
Yeah.
Patrick Kluivert in a 3-1 win for Barça. He scored 2 that day, by the way. Last question. In the last game against Barça, in that 1-0 defeat to Oviedo,
Yes.
who got sent off?
Oh.
Was it option 1, Luis Enrique? Was it option 2, Pep Guardiola? Was it option 3, Carlos Puyol? All 3 of them were in the lineup, but which one of them got sent off?
You know, it would be a good trick question if the answer was like all of the above, and then you couldn't be wrong, and they had 3 players sent off in that game. I don't think that was the case in this one.
There have been games in which Barca have had 3 players sent off, but not this one.
Okay, so I'm gonna rule out Puyol because he's usually pretty clean when it comes to, unless he was the last defender, but I'll say Pep.
I'll say Pep.
He probably never got sent off in his career.
Oh, he did. But it was Luis Enrique.
You know what? Some days just not your day.
Some days.
It's all right.
No, well, there you go. Right, there you go. The pre-game quiz coming to you live from Barca 1 with 5 minutes remaining in this game. Let's show Barca's lineup for those who have just joined this live stream. I see we have new members. We'll give them a shout out in just a second as Pedri looks, happy and just happy to be there. And ready to go. Here's Barca's lineup with Joan Garcia, Eric Araujo Cubarsí, and Gerard Martín at the back. Pedri and Casado in midfield. Just ahead of them will be Dani Olmo. On the right, Rafinha. On the left, Rashford. And up front, the scorer of 2 goals last Sunday, the Shark, Ferran Torres.
Yeah, but you could say the scorer of 2 goals in the last 2 match days, and you'd be right about 4 different players now. You realize that, right?
Yeah, because So
Valencia.
in La Liga, we had 2. Oh yeah, no, exactly. And Rashford. So we had Fermin.
Sorry, 5 players.
Fermin, Rafinha, Lewandowski, Rashford, and Varane. Do we count Olmo if he scores the first today? That's 2 in a row.
No, but if he scores 2, but what we should be saying is that anybody who scores the first today, watch out for them to score a second.
Exactly.
That's kind of the way it's going.
Might be a question that we have to put up automatically. Will he score a brace? Because that is a tendency lately. Also a tendency. Barca scoring goals. We said 16 in 5 games, so an average of just over 3. We did score 6 against Valencia, granted. But there we go. With Barca scoring so many goals, what is your score prediction? It's like increscendo, isn't it? If you go from bottom to top.
You're the most optimistic.
I am the most optimistic. I am always optimistic.
Paul is optimistic, but less so, and I am playing somewhere in the middle.
You are the middle ground of optimism.
The only thing that my prediction doesn't do that both of yours does is allows everyone who scored to score a brace. Because you could have 2 brace scores. It's really, so far, it's the year of the brace.
Yeah.
So at some point, we might need to get, like...
Speaking of year of the brace, pun intended, I got
that's what I was,
a mouthpiece put in.
That's what I was gonna say. If this keeps up, we're gonna need to do like braces. We're gonna need a brace for our back or something because we're old men, so we're starting to hunch over a little bit. Like, it's the year of the brace.
Right. Send us your score predictions as the players step onto the pitch and they're wearing the Anim's Gavi t-shirt, the support for Gavi, who we learned this week will be out for 4 to 5 months after having his knee operated on to repair his meniscus. So all of our love to Gavi. Give us some blowdown of hearts in the live chat to support Gavi. Corazones, cors en el chat. Per donar suport a Gavi, a 4-5 mesos de baixa al bo de Gavi. Having said that, important game spent. Some may think it's easy, newly promoted side, but they're going to come out fully motivated to face the defending champs. This is the opportunity of a lifetime for some of these players, and these fans are really engaged right now. So. The first few minutes, I think, might be crucial to this game.
That's why I said the starting point is coming out with energy, because this fan base hasn't seen a game like this in 24 years. So you come out slow to start the season, and you need something to get you going. I think most Oviedo fans in this game going into it would say we would sign up for a single point and be very happy with that result. Obviously 3 would be best for both teams. Barça need to go into it saying, we don't care that you're the great story of La Liga, we just want to keep winning ball games.
I like their mascot. I mean, I like our mascot as well, but we just got a shot of their
Does it have
mascot.
A name? Do we know?
I'm not sure.
All right,
Miguel
we'll
Ángel Ortiz is not the name of the mascot, it's the name of the referee today. I hope that we don't have to talk about him all that much. The captains are Ronald Araujo and the experienced, the veteran Santi Cazorla. Barca's lineup with Joan Garcia, Eric, Araujo, Cubarsí and Gerard Martín. At the back, Pedri and Casado in midfield, Olmo ahead of them, Rafinha on the right, Rashford on the left and Ferran Torres up front. A quick reminder that we are coming to you live on YouTube. So I want to encourage you to become a YouTube member. A lot of perks, a lot of advantages to becoming a YouTube member, like being able to interact with us on the live chat. It's an exclusive chat for members. Members only live chat, among many other perks. You get exclusive emojis, you get loyalty badges, you get exclusive only videos, exclusive only shorts as well. And if you become a member during this show, you get a shout out as well. And I'm going to shout out a few new members in just a second. Once the game has started, people are ready. Spence.
And the 2 teams are switching sides too, which the fans don't seem to appreciate, because that probably means that Barca won the toss and elected a specific side.
Okay, well, There's going to be a minute of silence before this game gets started. A moment of silence. We haven't actually been notified as to why or what the reason is, but yeah, we'll just keep it silent. Right, a moment of silence at the Carlos Artiere for former Oviedo player Juan Mesa. So our thoughts and positive thoughts go out to the Oviedo family. Spence, I know that I don't want to make this too tough, but
No.
but you want to.
That was actually really fitting. I like that a lot.
Spence lost a dear fan of this show today. Your grandpa passed away. You want to be here anyway. You want to be here on this live show because it's what your grandpa enjoyed the most, watching you succeed in your career, watching you be a top commentator and entertain the fans on this show. So my thoughts, the Barca Live thoughts go out to your family and Papa Seagull, wherever you are.
We love you, Papa.
There we go. Right.
Let's play some football.
Let's play some football. Let's get focused on this game. Let's ask you a question. Let's get it on the live chat. We're trying something new today. We are going to... we're going to put out a poll on our live chat, and we're going to ask you who will be the first scorer. We usually ask you, but instead of coming up on the graphics today, we're going to put out a poll which you can click on and hopefully vote. Let's see if we can get that on the screen. It's going to take some activating, so let's see if we can activate that as the game has started. Barca in possession, and Pedri gets grabbed and fouled from behind. What a start to the season Spence Pedri is having.
I mean, it's the fact that I know it was for last year, but the fact that we were seeing the results of the Ballon d'Or and everything, and he got put at number 11, almost felt a little disrespectful. But hey, people are going to notice if he keeps doing what he's doing right now, just saying. Because it's a lot harder for those midfielders to get the recognition they deserve if they're not scoring all the goals and delivering all of the assists, but he just does all of the little things well.
Yeah, I don't know if it's disrespectful or what it is. It's just strange that he's not in the top 10. I mean, the level of football that he's playing in this 2025 is just ridiculous. I know obviously there are other great players, that we've got two players in the top 10 as well in Lamine Yamal and Rafinha, so like other fans, other clubs will be saying, well, what more do you want? But yeah, Pedri just top player. 2 minutes played. I don't know if we should address the Ballon d'Or winner.
Look, congratulations.
Congratulations. Right? Yeah, great season. Here's Dani Olmo with a shot from range. Shot over the crossbar. Dani trying to pick it up where he left it off with the game against Getafe. He scored the goal there. And here, the first attempt is by Dani Olmo.
Poll is in, by the way.
Oh, I'm voting.
Yeah, 280 something votes already. But so how does this work then? Do we get to see the results afterwards?
Yeah. No,
or as soon as you vote,
once you vote,
who will score the first goal? All right, that's tough. I'm gonna say Rafinha today. And Rafinha's got. Oh, all right. 570. Wow, a lot of votes.
I wonder when it's activated until we're testing that. We're test driving this. So bear with us, but. I think this can be a useful tool, guys. I mean, 767 votes already. Good grief. Wow. Love it. Rafinha is favoured in the voting so far. I like it. Add on, under pressure. Hansi Flick has a bit of a conundrum here with the number 9 position, doesn't he? Because now Lewandowski scores 2. Well, now here comes Ferran and scores 2. And I like the competition there.
It's a good problem to have.
It is a very good problem to have.
There are worse problems to have. There are teams right now who are struggling mightily to score goals. One of them we're watching right now. You said it at the top of this broadcast. 1 goal.
1 goal in 5
so
games.
Far. That's got to change if they want any shot.
Well, yeah, if they want a shot at staying in the first division, that needs to change. I wouldn't talk about it too much. You know, do you believe in the commentator's jinx?
No, not at all, actually.
I've had it happen to me at some stage of my career, so yeah. I don't like to play around with it.
Some of my best broadcast idols always used to say, you say 10,000 words in a night, some of them are just going to happen when things happen. That's just the way it works.
That is true. Right. Oviedo have a
It'd be funny if they scored here.
There you go. Well, not funny, but yeah.
Ironic.
Cubarsí cleared away, but Oviedo still have possession on the right-hand side. Incoming cross, and it is cleared for a corner. So second consecutive corner for Oviedo. It was Ferran who went in sliding to deny the cross. It's the player you mentioned before, Hassan, number 10 for Oviedo.
And he had gone out on loan a couple of different times. Ironically, he went out on loan with Sporting Gijón, Oviedo's biggest rival when they were in the Segunda, but he's here now. He's that attacking wing threat for them.
Incoming cross, Eric Garcia gets his head to it, and well, third corner kick for Oviedo. Let's see if we can get out of this.
Yeah, 3 corners in a row, and you know they gotta have a lot of respect for Santi too. He delivers all of these crosses. He does it with his right foot or his left foot. Equal quality on the ball.
Just a top player. Here's Santi Cazorla. I thought Juan Garcia got fouled and shoved there as he was trying to come out. The header went over the crossbar, so no trouble there for Barça. But yeah, I wonder if the situation would have been reviewed because Hassan got tangled up with Juan Garcia there. Oviedo had their first opportunity in this game, and Barça trying to play from behind. Juan Garcia with Pau Cubarsí, and here's Gerard Martín starting once again due to the injury of Alejandro Balde. He got dispossessed now. High press by Oviedo, brave high press. Incoming cross, Eric Garcia battling at the far post. Ball picked up by an Oviedo player, and they'll get another corner kick here on the right-hand side. Barça bottled into their own half at the moment, into the final third. Oviedo having their moment.
It's a hot start for them. I also really like... I'm a big fan of kit aesthetic, especially kit chemistry.
Yeah.
And what Barça are wearing right now with the, what do you want to call them, cream-colored?
Yeah, the colour combinations are not too bad today. I've always liked Oviedo's kit, by the way. Incoming cross by Cazorla. The header up in the air. Juan Garcia picks it up.
Did that same
Stumbled over the line, but managed to keep the ball in, according to the assistant referee. Okay. So, despite the complaints of Dendoncker, the Belgian international, Barça trying to play from behind. Here is Eric Garcia finding Rafinha. He wanted to play first touch with Dani Olmo. The ball got deflected, and that is a throw-in for Barça on the right-hand side. Right, shall we see what Hansi's up to? Flick cam.
It's the flick cam.
There you go. Oh, that's a beautiful sound effect. Well done, Gianni. There he is. Hansi observing as Marcus Rashford makes a run into the box. The 1-2 with Ferran Torres. Rashford pulled the trigger from the edge of the box. It bounced off of an Oviedo defender, and it's a corner kick for Barça. There you go. The ball went off of Beidi. And Barça get the corner kick. A good combination there between Rashford and Ferran. Rashford will be in charge. No, it was Rafinha, sorry. He's going to take the corner. Olmo came to play it short. Rafinha might go for the cross straight into the box. No, pass short to Olmo. Now back to Rafinha, who has Pedri next to him. Also just slightly out of sync there as they played the ball off of the corner kick. Rashford crosses it in. Oviedo control the situation and clear it out of their box. Cazador there to protect the ball, and Barça recover possession.
Always prioritizing possession, Marc Cazador. That's what he does so well.
Which minute should we end the poll? By the way, when should we end it? Like in the 10th minute? I reckon we should coordinate. We should coordinate with Luis to end the poll Lanquista in the 10th minute. I think
this is definitely the way to go, though. Look at this: 6 minutes of a poll.
Yeah,
we've got 4,500 votes in.
There you go. There you go.
That's
something.
That's easy stuff from our viewers. You guys, you're all great.
Raise your hand on the chat if you like the polling system. If you like to be given a vote.
This is a democracy, after all.
It is. It is. It is. Here's Rafinha. Rafinha decides to go deep. Rafinha crosses it with his right. Rashford at the far post. Oh, his volley saved by Escandí.
What a save. What a save.
That looked like it could have been Barca's first goal. As now Rashford picks the ball up. Was he offside? Rashford on the left. What a chance he just had. He sets up Pedri on the corner of the box. Pedri to Olmo, who thought Pedri was going to go the other way. He tried to play the 1-2 and pass the ball into an empty space. Now Cubarsí has to run to recover. What a chance for Marcus Rashford. Ay. Right, I need to just update my list here, Spence, because I've got a list going. And a bit of a lisp going as well.
I imagine that we might have a few new members to shout out, and I do have to say that a couple of them will get shouted out. We've got to start with Giordi. I'm going to do this my best I can here. Atmowerdojo, who got premium, and I'm sorry, Giordi, we don't have the rights for the live games, but you can join along with us, or as Max said, you could book a flight to Oviedo and catch the second half.
Yeah, there you go. Wait a minute, here's a replay of that opportunity that Barca had. Rafinha did beautifully with a step over, decided to go deep, perfectly placed and weighed and executed cross to find Rashford at the far post. It was a good volley by Marcus, and the keeper saved it on the line.
So I think that poll can
probably end
now, but I think we're at a good place. Rafinha 43%.
Can we conclude the poll? Oh, it has concluded. Oh, only just did as I was.
But can we release the results now, or the results are just there?
I don't know.
Rafinha was 43% as the winner.
We're test driving this. I don't know if we can see the results of the poll, but anyway, I think Rafinha was ahead. Oh, there we go. There you go. Who will score the first goal of the match? There you go. Results.
Nice.
We're seeing how this looks, and it looks fantastic. I like it.
Nobody wants Dani Olmo. I'll take Dani Olmo if nobody else wants to jump on that train.
Right, there you go. It's on our screens, the results. Rafinha 43%, Ferran Torres 30%, Rashford 24%, and Dani Olmo 3%. 5.6k votes. I like this. We'll definitely keep working with this. Click cam.
Flick cam.
Flick cam.
Flick cam.
Cam.
Flick cam.
Let's see what Hansi's up to as Barca play from behind. Oh, he's on the bench.
He's chill.
He's chill. Here's Eric Garcia making a run forward. He finds Rafinha on the right. Rafinha ball took a weird bounce as he tried to control it, but now he got fouled. Yeah. And Barca have a chance to cross the ball in from the right-hand side of the box. Spence.
Dime.
Jordi says, thanks for the shout out and clarifying that, lads. So, yeah, thanks
and
for
Jordi,
subscribing.
Thanks for taking the news in stride. You are a true professional.
You are. Yeah, some people don't take it as well. Let's hope that we can celebrate a goal with you now that we just gave you a shout out.
Yeah, let's celebrate it with Jordi here. Come on.
I'm just having so much trouble with this.
Come on.
It's come apart, Spence.
Don't worry about it.
Is going to set it up on the edge of the box. Cazador with a shot. Blocked into the hands of Escandí. Right. This, guys, is two different pieces now.
It's like I feel like you're holding it up to your mother, being like, "Mom, I broke it."
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna try this again, but no.
Oh, here comes the help.
Good. We're good. We're good. But this just keeps popping out of my ear. It's not the best. It's not the best.
Just wing it, man. You don't need anybody's help.
All right, but Jordi Cochran likes to talk in my ear, and so does Mauri.
Jordi Cochran, not to be confused with Jordi Atmoverdojo.
No, exactly, no.
But good on, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I don't know where you're from, Jordi. You can tell us in the live chat, but good on you for having a name that Catalans would approve of.
Yeah.
Spelled slightly differently.
If that is the way that it's pronounced. Which, look, when the ball goes out, Cochran, get ready for shout out to new members. Get ready, because we're going to do it when the ball goes out. But at the moment, I can't do it because Barca are moving forward, and Pedri finds Rashford, and Rashford decides to speed up. Rashford wants to go deep. Across comes Yi, takes the ball away and clears it long, where Rondon can head it down, but he heads it down to Dani Olmo. 15 minutes played, 0-0. Barca had a chance, or a couple of chances, with the Olmo shot and with the Rashford volley that was saved by Aron. Now Cazador.
Rare giveaway.
Yeah, rare giveaway. Almost recovered, but Oviedo will play from behind.
They're playing good football, Oviedo. Got to be careful here.
Careful here with the deep run down the left, and it's offside. Spence, first chance to bring the flag out. I know you enjoy that.
It's close. It was close.
Elias caught offside there.
That's honestly, if we're like playing them all out because we don't know and you want to let play roll on, I guess you let that go. Although it was right next to the midway line, so he had a long way to go to goal.
First offside call against Barca's opponent tonight. We'll see if there are many more. Spencer usually is a busy boy with his bright yellow flag.
Hansi has put my kids through college, and I don't even have kids.
His Pedri inside pass. Rafinha had made the run. It was intercepted. Oviedo trying to play out. Pass blocked. Here's Rondon on the right. Hassan trying to get past Kubarsi. Kubarsi says no. None of that. And Barca will play from behind. I said I'd do a recount of new fans when there was a stoppage. There hasn't been one yet. As Aron comes out of the box, there's a throw in. Right, Cochran, do it. New members, shout out. The newest ones, shout out to Lambda 1863, thank you for subscribing to the premium pack, and Guadalupe Valadez, thank you for ascending to the premium pack. Has ascendido al pack premium. Shout out to Guadalupe Valadez and Lambda 1863. But I have a long list here. So as soon as Barca clear it here, and as soon as the offside flag is raised, I'm going to go through the list because it's a long one. Thank you, gracias for subscribing to the basic pack of YouTube membership. Montserrat Puñet, Guadalupe Valadez, Blue Controller. Oh, Guadalupe just upgraded, so double shout out. Blue Controller, Goshet Julius, Todo Deportes en Vivo, and Andres Solano. Shout out to you, gracias. Thank you for subscribing. But I have to shout out the new premium member. So Gianni,
don't stop now, boys.
Please don't stop the music. Shelton Brown, Francisco Molina, Fernando Aguilera, Helen Barry, Jacinto Gomez, Diana, the Lady Gala, not Lady Gaga, the Lady Gala, Jay, Jordi Atmoverdojo, who we already shouted out, but you get an extra one. Johannes Mindestema, Miraman, Marley, and EK. Thank you all. Shout out to you all for becoming premium members on our YouTube channel. There you go. Thank you all. You get so many advantages for becoming a premium members of our YouTube channel. You'll be able to chat with us, for example, on the live chat. You'll get shout outs from us, of course, because we'll be reading out your comments as well. You get special emojis, which you might be playing with already. Why don't we see if we can get some emojis on our live chat? I always like the Barca flag. I like this one. I like this one. I like the Barca flag. Why don't you give me the Barca flag? Fill the chat
That's a good one.
with Blaugrana flags.
It's kind of a callback on a classic kit too.
I see that Mac Lumbis, the Nel Medes, and Pilita Malaguita have already got it out. The Biscal Barça one as well. I like it. Alia's got the cat emoji as well.
go.
And Dani Olmo's moving forward with the ball. Dani Olmo.
No, that was
it was Cazador. Sorry, it was Cazador.
That's the second time that we've seen him struggle just a bit more than normal.
It's also the second time I've confused one player for another, I hope. I mean, I'm a bit rusty after missing 2 shows.
You know, yes, but most of the people who are watching here aren't watching the game alongside it, so you know nobody's really going to know the difference.
I think they might be doing that. I mean, I don't know. So some of our fans watch the game and watch us simultaneously.
Well,
Is that what you do?
Not Jordi.
What?
Not to rub it in. Sorry.
Yeah, true. But yeah, how are you like following this game? Just us watching the game and watching our reactions as well? If it's just us, it's a lot of pressure.
I never feel pressure on this show because Barca play in such a way that's made us love them forever. That why feel pressure? What do you think? Any of those players out there feel pressure?
No, I don't think so. I think they're used to it.
Exactly.
I'm just marking the shout-outs that I've already given in red. That was a long list of shout-outs, by the way. I mean, but there's new ones coming. Guys, if you want to interact with us, if you want to be called out.
The Goat Keeper says I'm watching the game.
Okay.
Somnath says watching both.
Alia says I do that. Specify what that is.
Jordi is currently unable to watch for rights reasons today with other competitions going on. Fair enough. Alia watches both. Good on you.
Good on you. Here we go. Dani Olmo on the edge of the box, turning, finding Rafinha on the right. Rafinha feeling more and more comfortable on that right flank as the games go by. Here's Gerard Martin with the cross. Rafinha was inside waiting. Already set himself up for a volley. Eric Garcia now has the ball on the right. He passes to Cazador in the middle. Cazador to Olmo, edge of the box. 2 defenders in front of him, so he decides to go to Rashford on the left. Rashford pulls the trigger. Oh, went for the curler. And Aron punched the ball away for a corner kick. Rashford is eager to score.
He's
fiery.
He's starting to fine-tune a little bit, too. That shot is really difficult to pull off. And the first couple of weeks, that shot went into the 12th row, and this one forced a save out of Escandel. Is he Catalan?
Aron Escandel.
If his last name ends with 2 L's, it's just, I don't know.
It could be Valencian as well. Careful with the cross by Rafinha, the near post. Ferran Torres was battling for it.
He did play for Elche.
Could be, it could be Alicante. Here's Rashford with another shot from the edge of the box, this time with his left. It was blocked. Barca piling on the pressure. And
Carcaixent. Valencia.
there you go.
You're on it.
There you go. Right, Kokran, shall we ask the fans what the best thing about the last game was? Because the best thing about this game is that Barca are having opportunities. The worst thing is that they're not scoring them. But let's talk a little bit about Barca's recent form, because since we came back from the international break, we beat Valencia 6-0, beat Newcastle 2-1 in a game that could have ended in a clean sheet as well. Quite solid defensively. And then 3-0 against Getafe in a game in which I managed to skip.
It's not the Barça Getafe that you need to be wary of.
No, it's the reverse.
It's the Getafe Barça.
I know. Well, Barça Getafe last season was a 1-0 dud as well. So what was the best thing about Barça Getafe? Scoring 3 against Getafe, the fact that we managed to score 3 goals against Getafe given recent records. Careful! The chance for Oviedo, and it's Eric Garcia with the block.
Yeah.
What a season. What a season. What a season, Eric Garcia. The shark attacks, the double shark attacks, and Ferran's moment of form, or Barca Live with no Robert, and I would end up with no Spence.
I was there in spirit.
You were in the building. I was not. I was far from the building.
And you know what? Everybody noticed. I mean, Pablito did a great job.
Pablito did a very good job.
But your absence was felt.
People seem to be liking Ferran's moment of form. The shark was out for blood, says Mac Lundist.
Hard to disagree.
He almost scored a hat-trick. He hit the crossbar as well, didn't he?
Rashford has found his sassiness.
Ooh, I like it. Careful here, a chance for Barça. Ferran Torres attempted to volley the Pedri pass with his left. And that last touch was off of Beiri, right? Corner kick. I like the flow of Barca's game today.
That's true. Alia's got a point. You were doing the halftime quiz.
Oh, I did. Oh, I was on the show. Yeah. Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. The halftime quiz is not live. But I was there. I was part of the show. Incoming cross by Marcus Rashford from the corner kick. Ball up in the air. Another corner kick for Barca as we hit the 25th minute. Barca take it quickly. Now Rafinha in the centre. Rafinha over the defence. Rashford!
Good idea.
It was a good find. Rashford tried to cross it in. First touch. Oviedo managed to reject, and now
good pressure, and he got away with that one. Rashford did that could be considered a card. It's borderline.
Yeah.
Borderline.
Rashford got away with the push on Santi Cazorla.
Hombre, I mean, Santi, he's what is he, 40 now?
I think he is.
Right? With respect. So I'm saying that in a way where it's like you got to give the 40-year-old the respect, for sure. Thank you.
40 or 41?
Oh, now you're pushing it. Let me just double check that for you. This is his first start of the season. He's come off the bench in all 5 games. He will turn 41 in a couple of months.
I wasn't far.
But he is currently 4 decades old.
He's the LeBron James of La Liga.
Yeah, I guess they were born same year, no?
Yeah, I think so. Right, throw in for Barca. We've had chances. We had the Olmo shot. We had the Rashford volley.
I also, you look at all of these professional footballers and you see their salaries, right? And a lot of them are very high.
Yeah.
Weekly wages are in the hundreds of thousands of euros.
Barca player down, by the way. Eric Garcia, hands on face.
Hit in the face, I think. And then you look at Santi Cazorla's weekly wage that he took to come back to his hometown of Oviedo. He makes 3,750 euros a week, which for any other mortal is a good week of
it's
work.
It's a very good week, yeah. That would be a good week of work, yeah.
For a professional football player, one of the top players on this team,
peanuts.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, right. All solved at the Tartiere. Eric up on his feet. And Barca will move the ball around again. And so far, Oviedo doing well to keep things at 0-0. Yes, Cubarsí. Gerard Martin on the left, trying to move forward. The ball got away from him a little bit, and now
no.
Cubarsí will get called for a foul in a bit of a strange situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Spence, will Barca score before half time? Option 1, yes. Option 2, no. Option 3, 2 goals. I'm going on with option 3 still. I'm an option 3 voter.
I want to say 1, Like, I've believed that one is in the cards most of the season in the first half, and now Oviedo have a corner. I just don't know if it's coming in the next 15 to 20 minutes. I still stand by my prediction, because this could end up being one of those games where in the second half, Hansi just presses the right buttons and things go well, but it's proving to be a little bit more difficult right now.
Well, Oviedo have a corner kick in their favour. Cazorla will take it. Also need to be on full alert here. Incoming delivery. Juan Garcia comes out and catches it nicely. And Barca want to run here. Juan finds Pedri on the right-hand side. He has to twist and turn. Manages to find Dani Olmo with a bit of luck. But here's Dani. Dani back to the right. Rashford. Switch sides at the moment. Rashford hangs on and waits for help. Oviedo now set defensively, but Barca keep going with Pedri. Eric Garcia, incoming cross. Ferran Torres with a volley, and Eric Bailly with the block. Standing strong and getting hit in the nether regions.
No.
With that volley.
Oh, that ball was fizzed too. No, don't show me that angle of the replay. Don't show me.
No, he gets hit in the side. He gets hit in the side.
Okay, that's better. I prefer that. Much prefer that. But it looked like it hurt a lot. But even though that wasn't
it was a great build-up.
Even though that wasn't a shot on target, I just want to focus on Ferran's form, because he teed that up perfectly, took it on the half volley, and just made perfect striking contact. It would have been on target.
Here's Rafinha again taking on his defender and getting the ball to bounce off of Rahim. Corner kick Barca. Half an hour played.
We got the flick cam.
Flick cam, and he's up on his feet. I have to say, the only thing that you have to dislike really if you're Flick is the fact that we haven't scored. And chances have been there. Barca are playing well. I like the flow of the game. I like the energy. Apart from set pieces, Oviedo hasn't really been much of a threat. Here's Rafinha looking for space from the edge of the box. Oh, his shot hit the post. Second chance, Barca. Araujo Escandel saves it on the line again. And he's done that twice already. Rafinha.
No way.
Didn't look like he had much of a chance. Still, he found somehow an opening to pull the trigger, to take the shot. Low, out of reach for Aron. And then on the rebound, Araujo tried to put it in nicely with the inside of his right boot, and Aron was well placed on the line.
That's two
to keep the ball from going in.
Brilliant attempts on goal. Every shot has its perfect placement right now.
Ay. Double chance for Barca. Rafinha with a cross inside. Bailly with the headed clearance. And Barca have the ball through Pedri.
Oh, he sees it. A little late.
On ball by Pedri. Oviedo recover. And now it's throw in to Oviedo on the right-hand side. The double chance, Spence.
Yeah, so Ferran's shot that was blocked, and then Rafinha, you're watching him dribble at the top of the D and thinking there's no shot for him. He's not going to get it past the first defender. Aye. Boy,
Juan Garcia gave it away. Shot from the halfway line. Oviedo scored. A giveaway by Juan Garcia, who is brave to come out of the box, but when he got rid of the ball, he gave it straight to Alberto Reina, who didn't hesitate, took the first touch finish curler over the defense into the empty goal. 1-0 Oviedo. Unfortunate.
Yeah, it's the first big mistake that we've seen Juan Garcia make in Blaugrana.
Yeah.
Because he made a decision to come out of the box, which is fine. And he has the ball in a position right next to the touchline where he could really put the fire out by just kicking the ball out and getting back. But he tried to make a pass, and as soon as he did that, if that pass doesn't connect, which it didn't, Oviedo are going to take their chance. There's nobody back defending the goal, and all you got to do is put it on target, bounces in.
It's a tough one because this is what Joan Garcia is asked to do. He's asked to be on full alert when those deep passes come in. He's asked to come out of his box, to intercept those, to clear those. And the thing was, it was a risky one, and off of his first touch, he sort of has to improvise, and he's off balance or off tilt the whole time. And when he tries to give it to Cazador, it's just off. And the ball finds its way to Reina, who, by the way, I have to say, hats off. I mean, that's harder than it looked.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll see players miss the target even though it's wide open, and he did that perfectly. Reina, he just put it in front of the nets, or in front of the goal mouth, so that it bounced up into the inside of the roof of the net. All right. I mean, you knew Barca had to go get a couple anyway, so now you know you got to get 2.
Well, I was a believer in the 2 goals before half-time, so they'd come in very handy right now. Just sending here a question to our Jordi Corcoran, who also sent me a bit of information here. Rafinha, the 6th Brazilian with the most games against... 6th Brazilian with the most games with Barca. Care to guess who the top 5 is?
Brazilians.
Top 5 Brazilians, yeah. We'll save that for later. But yeah, a bit of trivia. That
you said Rafinha became what?
6th.
I can think of a couple.
I can think of a few as well, but let's save it for later because here's Pedri.
The good news is that if Barca continue to play the way they've been playing in attack, the goals will come because they've been just shy of getting on the score sheet already.
Well, it's the...
That's a foul.
Yeah, it's a foul on Cazador.
I like the support. Jordi, all right, it happens. Let's get this game back. Mac, let's turn it around, no problem. Pilita Malaguita. Animo Joan. I like it. And it's a mistake that can happen, but Juan was doing what he has to do. He has to come out, intercept, be alert, and be on like full guard with those long balls. So a set piece opportunity here for Barca, or Rafinha could go straight for goal, although he's quite far out. Rafinha decides to pass, decides to play with Pedri. Wanted to go for the shot, but an Oviedo defender came rushing out. Now the ball is cleared out of Oviedo's box. Pedri, Olmo, inside pass to Rafinha. Rafinha tries to get it to his left. The touch was a bit long. Ran out of space. Here's Pedri, surrounded by 3 defenders, manages to find Eric on the right. Eric with his cross blocked. And it's the eternal story in football. You don't take your chances, you get punished. Well, I would say Barca have taken their chances. I got to give credit more so to Oviedo's defending. They're getting in front of everything right now. They're blocking every shot, whether it's Escandel or whether it's the defense. They're just making it really hard to get the ball through to the goal, which is what you're supposed to do.
Will Barca come back before half-time? Will it be 1-1? Will it be 2-1? Or is the answer just no? It won't be before half-time. Here's Ferran Torres setting it up on the edge of the box. The ball took a bounce. Eric tried to head it in. Oviedo at the moment defending themselves well. All right. Going option 2. I'm going 2-1. And I'm also going fill the chat with blue and red hearts. Give us some blue and red hearts. Give us some support for Barca. Give us some as the kids do it, some cores. Fill the chat with blue and red hearts. Come on, guys. Let's keep supporting our team as Dani Olmo plays the ball forward. A bit too much weight on that pass for Ferran Torres, who could not reach it. That Rafinha shot that hit the post. And then the Araujo finish. It was saved on the line. 2 good chances that Barca had. So he took two of many good chances that Barca have had in this first half.
Yeah. That's why I'm confident, like the rest of our chat, that I think something's going to come here. I don't know if it's going to come before the first half, but you know they're going to go for it. So there's never any question about that.
Look at that chat. Look at that chat. If you want to contribute to that flooding of blue and red hearts of the live chat, guys, you can become YouTube members you can become members of Barca's YouTube channel, because the show has a live chat that is exclusive to members. So if you feel like you want to contribute, if you want to, well, just give us some color on the live chat, become a YouTube member.
Here it is.
That's all I can say.
Plenty of hearts coming in.
Look at that. Look at that. The support coming in. Barca in possession. Just want to check that my list of new members is going to get updated before. We're going to have to do an update before half time. Got a couple. It's not as long of a list as it was last time. I do have to make a couple of shout outs. We'll do it before half time. Hopefully on the back of a Barca goal. Who knows? Here's Rafinha. Rafinha with the switch over to Gerard Martin. 1-2 with Rashford.
Nicely.
Gerard
Nicely.
back to Pedri. Pedri trying to skip past defenders.
Nice.
Pedri on the turn. The ball bounces off of Cazorla. Barca keep possession. Olmo trying to squeeze in between two. It was a difficult way to go through, or maybe impossible even.
He wanted it on his left foot. He wasn't going to get it.
Barca have the ball again. Oviedo well set in defence. Eric to Casado.
That's I think what gives me the confidence is that Oviedo's defensive strategy doesn't change much just because they're ahead.
Yeah. And the Barca found ways in.
Right.
We're not just like crashing into a wall, although now Rashford crossed it straight into the hands of Aaron. Let's see what Flick's doing. Pregame.
Pregame.
Well, he's not sitting on the bench anymore. Less than 5 minutes remaining until half-time. Barca down 1-0 after Joan Garcia came out of his box, recovered the ball for Barca, but then gave it away. And, well, from just over the halfway line, Alberto Reina scored a very good goal. Here's Eddie Garcia, deep pass through to Dani Olmo. Olmo finds Rafinha on the right. Barca have to be very patient here.
Oops.
A bit of a slip, and the referee trying to get out of the way.
Arias.
Casado can shoot. His shot blocked.
Nothing's getting through, which as we move further on in this game, and we've mentioned a couple of times now that Oviedo are really good right now blocking every shot that comes in. That gives me confidence in another way, because you're not going to block every shot square. So keep taking your shots if you're Barca, because sometimes, we've seen it a lot, those little deflections make it harder for the keeper to make a save.
Pedri inside Olmo. I like that these filtered passes through are finding their way to their destiny. Like
right.
Eddie Garcia and Pedri especially are the ones playing those passes that like try to skip a couple of lines, and they're doing it like they're low passes, and they are getting to their recipients. So at least in that sense, Barca are connecting well. It's what we do with the finishing touches now.
Got probably 3 or 4 minutes max to make something happen here in the first half.
Yeah, I would say
there you go, Pitt.
1 minute of added time, 2 tops. Throw in Barca in a deep position on the right flank. Here's Rafinha to Pedri. Pedri, Ferran, Eric. Now Rafinha crosses it in, looking for Ferran Torres inside the box. I haven't been able to find Ferran all that much. He did have that volley blocked.
Yeah, I don't like the crosses right now, from like the hopeful crosses that are coming from the sides, because they're landing a little bit too close to Escandel, and Barca don't seem to have an advantage, especially with no Lewandowski out there on those aerial duels.
Heavy touch by Pedri. And Welbeck gets away from him. Casado insisting that Barca keep pressing as Oviedo.
Maybe a little Pedri magic in the second half?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe Hansi decides to move the bench at half-time. He's done so a few times this season. Araujo up in the air. Ball kept in. Olmo with the fight to keep Barca in possession. Ultimately it works. So now Pedri finds a free Gerard Martin on the left-hand side. Gerard forward to Marcus Rashford.
Yep.
Rashford into the middle. It's been quiet in the last few minutes, Rashford, although Barca have sort of come this way, haven't they? They've come to the right flank, away from where Rashford is playing. Eric Ferran dropping back to intervene and help him build up. Ferran with the 1-2 with Rafinha.
That's a handball, right?
Under control.
It's a handball and a foul and something and nothing. All right, play on. You know what?
Play on. Well hustled by Araujo.
Fine.
Confusing moments at the Tartiere.
What are we whistling at from here at the Tartiere? Like, everybody was guilty of something there. Right, I kind of like the play on.
We've hit the 45th minute mark and we're getting just 1 minute of added time. So let's see. Can Barca score the equaliser in what will be the final opportunity of this first half? Casado finds Rafinha on the right. Rafinha to Marc Casado. Inside pass with a nutmeg included. Rafinha couldn't get to it. And Oviedo clear.
Go, get it back in. One more.
About half a minute left.
One more shot.
Let's get it in.
Go on.
Just take a shot from outside the box.
Yeah, just have a go. Anybody.
Here's Pedri. You can do it.
Yeah, you can.
Pedri. Eric with the cross. Once again blocked.
It's not getting through, man.
No. The fullbacks and wingers are doing well. And now Beidid's gone down. Bit of tension inside the box. Beidid's got his hand on his throat. So let's see what happened there.
This might actually work against Oviedo if the referee decides... Oh, come on, man. Let's not do this anti-football garbage.
Ferran and Beidid get tangled up. Ferran just pushes off.
But this it works against Bailly because had he just stayed upright, we would have gotten to the 46th minute and that would have been it. Now Barca have a long throw. They're going to let this play out.
Rafinha with the long throw. Araujo up in the air. Araujo wants a handball. A bit of a hopeful and wishful claim. And first half ends here. With Barca down 1-0. So not optimal. The team that had only scored one goal in La Liga have scored another. The team that had scored 16 in La Liga have not scored yet, and that means that we are down 1-0 at half-time. Alberto Reina, the scorer for Oviedo. And what Spence, I would say is not a bad first half for Barca.
No, if we're going thumbs up, thumbs down, I have to say the only thing that plays into the thumbs down is the thing that marks the difference on the scoreboard. Everything else for me is thumbs up. I very rarely give a thumbs up when Barca are trailing in a game, but if you're making me choose between the two, I mean, it's not going to be all the way up, but it's at least going to be like this.
It's like what is this? Like, I don't know. I mean, it's like a 1 o'clock.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I liked it. I enjoyed the first half. I like how Barca played. I thought we had more than enough chances to be up 1-2-0. I mean, a couple of saves by Escandell on the line. Rafinha shot hit the post. Rashford had a couple of attempts. Ferran Torres had a volley blocked. Dani Olmo took a shot from outside the box. We just skimmed the crossbar. So the chances have been there. Barca have been linking up well. The only thing maybe you were mentioning, the crosses have not been sharp enough, or they've been well blocked by Oviedo.
Yeah, more credit to Oviedo for sure.
Credit to Oviedo for that. And honestly, the goal came from a situation apart from giving the ball away at the end, which was not the best thing, obviously. It originates in a thing that we want Joan Garcia to do. We want him to be doing that, to come out outside of the box and intercepting and recovering.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, how many times did we see that from Szczesny last year?
Yeah.
And it's just, in the end, it's sort of collateral damage. It just comes with playing that style.
Yeah. It's like conceding goals in space. Well, every now and again you'll get caught out, and every now and again, someone will make a mistake. When you're playing a risky situation, every now and again you are prone to mistakes. So I don't think there's a lot that needs to be changed at halftime, but we'll see if Hansi Flick thinks the contrary, if he decides to move his bench, if he decides that things need to alter. We'll see that in a few minutes, and we are going to take a little break. Shall we send it over to...
He's back in his space.
The halftime quizard. It's Pablo Waltz. Do it, Pablo.
Hello, colegas. How are you all doing? I'm back on the other side. Robert is indeed back. Your trusty presenter is back with you, and I, Pablo, am now back doing the halftime quizzes. Here for you once more to keep you entertained in the halftime section, and a bit of a chance for you guys to improve on your Barça trivia. Also to take a look at what we've got available on the FC Barcelona YouTube channel, which is of course how you guys are watching this live stream. As ever, I've got 5 questions coming up. Play along. Let's see who can get 5 out of 5. A big welcome to all the new premium members who of course are able to play along in these quizzes and get involved in all the other stuff during the programme. Right, without any further ado, let's get into the questions. Now, I've got 2 first ones on this piece of content here, now available on the YouTube channel, surrounding the Ballon d'Or ceremony that was held just last Monday. Very good Barca representation in that. Lots of awards, lots of fun. Really good to see Barca on the big stage once more. So I've got 2 questions on that. And then I've got 3 on Real Oviedo, newly promoted teams, all of that sort of jazz. So we'll get into that very, very shortly. Let's go then with question number 1. Who's ready? You're going to have to be. This is a good one, a very positive one for Barça too. So for how many years in a row has a Barça player won the Women's Ballon d'Or? Is it for 3 years in a row? Is it for 5 years in a row? Or is it for 6 years in a row? Options 1, 2 and 3 as ever for you there. How many years in a row has a Barça player won the Women's Ballon d'Or? So think back to the players Barça have got, think back to the last editions, and let me know in that chat right now what you guys think the answer is. Let's get the answers in then, come on, get them all in there. I want to see some good participation on this halftime quiz. I want a lot of correct answers too. I saw last week actually whilst I was presenting that a lot of you guys did very well, so massive hats off to you. Right, I'm going to tell you, my friends, in 3, 2, 1, the answer is number 2, 5 years in a row. That's 2 from Alexia and then 3 from Aitana after she won it on Monday night. So there you have it, 5 years in a row, total Blaugrana dominance in the Women's Ballon d'Or. Right then, we also saw this. We saw Vicky and Lamine Yamal. They won the Copa Trophy, which is for best under-21 player. My question to you guys is, in how many times has a Barça player won the Copa Trophy in the last 5 editions? That's on the men's award, by the way. In the last 5 editions, how many times has a Barça player won it? Is it 2 times? Is it 3 times? Or is it 4 times? Let's get the answers in the chat then. Let's see what you guys think we've got for this one. Difficult one, I think, if you think back to the winners in the last few years. 2 times, 3 times, or 4 times. Out of the last 5 editions, by the way, who's won the Copa Trophy? Has it been Barça players on that many times? Let's see what you guys think in the chat. Remember, Lamine made history by winning this one on Monday, and I'm not going to tell you why. I'll tell you in a minute. Because in 3, 2, 1, it's 4 times. 4 times in the last 5 years, a Barça player has won the Copa Trophy. Lamine made history because he's the first player to win it back-to-back. He won it last year. He's won it this year. We had Bellingham in there too, of course, and then Pedri and Gavi won this award. So very good Barça representation in that regard. Right then, now we skip from the Ballon d'Or right to the present, because I have a very good question for you and a very positive question for you. Right then, coming into this game, how many consecutive games in a row have Barça's first team scored a goal in? Is it 39 games? Is it 42 games? Or is it 44 games? How many games in a row have Barça scored a goal in? So I'm saying, you look right back throughout this season, all the way through last season, have Barça scored a goal in every game they've played? There are high numbers. There are very high numbers. 39 games, 42 games, or 44 games. They're all very good returns and a very positive stat for Barça, who are pushing on history right now with this number. I want to see if you guys get the correct one, though. That's what I want from you, my friends. So without any further ado, I can tell you, in 3, 2, 1, It's number 2 again. It's 42 games in a row that Barça have scored a goal in consecutively. That is some record, by the way, and hopefully tonight it's 43 and so on and so forth. Right, starting to get to the crunch time now. Not long to go in the quiz. 3 down and 2 to go. This is a good one. We haven't played Real Oviedo in quite a while now, but I have a question for you. What was the score the last time that Barça played against Real Oviedo in an official match? Was it Barça 3, Real Oviedo 0? Was it Barça 0, Real Oviedo 1? Or was it Barça 2, Real Oviedo 2? You've got a win, a defeat, and a draw. What do you think the correct answer is? Am I going to catch you out? Is it maybe one of those trick questions where it's actually the easy answer? Let's find out. What was the score the last time these two teams played? Don't go cheating. Don't go searching up, please. Be good sports here. I wonder if anyone's got 3 out of 3 so far and can get 4 out of 4. 3-0, a 1-0 loss, or a 2-2 draw? I can tell you, it was a 1-0 loss. Last time these two sides faced each other was actually Barça playing at home, and Barça lost 1-0. So there you go. Hopefully we get a win tonight against Real Oviedo, but it's been a while. And that leads me on to my final question, which is, in what year did these two teams last face each other? Was it in 2001, 2003, or 2007? It's been a while, but when was the last time that Real Oviedo and Barça faced off against each other? You now know the result, and if you knew the result very well, maybe you'll know this year. 3 options: 2001, 2003, or 2007. In 3, 2, 1, I can tell you. Drum roll, please. And the final question of the round is 2001. You should have gone for the early ones. Well done, guys. It was number 1, 2001. Barça last faced up against Real Oviedo. Right then, that's where I'm going to wrap things up for today's halftime quiz. Massive thank you to everyone for playing along. Well done if you got 5 out of 5 and 4 out of 5 is also a good score. I'm going to send you back now to Robert in the studio. We'll be back as ever against Real Sociedad on the weekend for more halftime quizzes. Enjoy, culers, and take care.
Thank you very much, Pablo, for keeping the fans entertained during halftime. Let us know if you made it 5 out of 5. And don't lie, we'll know. But raise your hand if you got a 5 out of 5 in that halftime quiz by Pablo. Sorry, I almost...
right, we only get 5 minutes, so...
Exactly. Alia says, yeah, another 5 out of 5. Right, we still have players in the dressing room, so let's go to the Carlos Tartiere. It's time for el català correcte, Spence. El català correcte, passa'l amb Pol Martínez. Pol, com ho tenim això, el Tartiere? S'està escalfant algú? Preveiem canvis? L'ambient suposo que ara espectacular, no? Veient que l'Oviedo guanya 1-0.
Sí, ho dius bé, ambient pràcticament ensordidor. Es nota que tenien ganes d'estar a primera divisió 25 anys després, com dèiem, l'Oviedo que torna a jugar a la màxima categoria del futbol nacional. Escalfava ara Frenkie de Jong, que si m'hagués de jugar a les garrofes et diria que entrarà ja. Només comenci aquesta segona meitat veurem si el jugador que es substitueix, en aquest cas, és Marc Casador. Ha estat el Barça un pèl espès, segurament li ha faltat precisió en els últims metres, també un pèl de control, sí que és cert que també ha tingut ocasions clares, segurament la més clara ha estat de la Rafinha, amb aquest xut amb la cama esquerra que ha topat el pal i després del refús que ha caigut a les botes de Ronald Araujo. Bons minuts també de Marcus Rashford, que ha tingut ocasions de gol, ha generat perill sobre la porteria d'Aaron Escandell, i ara veurem si el Barça en aquests següents 45 minuts pot com a mínim empatar el partit i no patir la primera derrota de la temporada, en aquest cas en aquesta jornada número 6 de Lliga. Per tant, optimistes i confiants amb l'equip de Hansi Flick, que ja ho sabeu, pràcticament ho dona tot fins als últims minuts.
Gràcies, Paul. Looks chilly there. He's playing like it's...
You know, I was just up north yesterday.
Oh, really?
And the day before, I was in San Sebastian yesterday to watch Real Sociedad Mallorca, and the day before that, I for the first time ever went to San Mamés to watch Athletic Club Girona. And let me tell you something. It's chilly up there.
I know.
It's cold. I mean, we're here in Barcelona. We got short sleeves on, maybe put some shorts on during the day, but it's chilly.
It's chilly up north and it's chilly in Oviedo. Well, Barça are apparently noticing it because we're 1-0 down. Paul, they're telling us that Frankie de Jong has been warming up at halftime, and that he wouldn't be surprised if Frankie is a player who comes on in the second half. We'll see if it's right at the start of the second half, if Hansi Flick decides to make a move at half-time. I didn't dislike what we saw from the first half, but the only thing to dislike right now is the result. Who did you think was the best player of the first half? Was it option 1 Rashford, option 2 Rafinha, option 3 Pedri? I wanted to go with a third player starting with an R, but I couldn't think of one.
Rashford, Rafinha, or
Ronald Araujo?
Rivaldo.
Or Ronald Araujo?
Okay, that would work.
Yeah.
That would work.
I thought Rashford was very good to start the game. Maybe in the final minutes he faded a little bit. Thought Rafinha did very well on the right flank, creating danger, getting himself into central positions as well to take that shot from the edge of the box as well. Always a threat, Rafinha. And Pedri was Pedri.
This is a weird one because everybody had one, maybe two moments of being the best player in the first half. But I don't know if anybody juts out at me as the single best player in the first half, because I could also name a couple of others. Like, Eric had a couple of really nice plays from the right-hand side. Ferran took a couple of shots that should have hit the target, just never got there. So this is a tough one. I don't know.
I'm going to go Rafinha because on the right hand side he was a big threat. By the way, Spence, confirmation substitution is happening. Frankie de Jong is already on the pitch with the rest of his teammates, replacing Marc Casado. So there you go. Hansi Flick making his first move. Barca players already on the pitch, ready to go. Oviedo milking this halftime out. The starters have not made their way onto the pitch yet. Thoughts on the substitution though?
I like it. I think for the first time, really almost ever, I saw Casado struggling in the midfield in a situation where he's normally very comfortable, especially being as young as he is and as, we'll call it, not inexperienced, just not as much mileage on his belt as others. And Frankie is a good change because that will... I don't think the midfield is closed. It'll just open things up even more. So I'm for it, absolutely.
We'll see if it changes the course of the game. I think Barca just need to keep doing what they were doing. The opportunity that Oviedo had to score came in a situation that's avoidable, but it's not like they were having their momentum, right, or their moment of being better than Barca. Just a mistake by Joan Garcia. And Barca created opportunities that on other occasions have gone in. Exactly
right. So this change gives them a chance to keep doing what they're doing, to keep the momentum or the attacking pressure on. The one thing I wish I would have seen more of in that first half, which I think maybe Hansi might try out from, just making sure that everybody gets involved, is that Marcus Rashford, when he gets the ball, the thing he's been best at lately is taking on defenders with confidence. That was something that at the beginning of the season he struggled with a little bit, and then at the first half of that Newcastle game he was doing it, but he was losing the ball.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden something just clicked and he found the rhythm, took on the defenders, and made some sort of play happen that ended in a chance or goal. So I'd like to see him get the ball on the wing and just start going.
I would like to see that too. We saw, Marcus Rashford come out with a burst of energy, had a couple of chances, one saved on the line, one punched away looking for the top corner, and his efforts sort of faded towards the end of the first half, partly because we said it during the first half as well. Barca veered more towards the right-hand side with Rafinha and Eric Garcia, and Marcus Rashford was intended to be more the recipient of those crosses that never made it in. Oviedo took their time, but they are on the pitch, and we are ready for the second half with the substitution, I remind you, of Frankie de Jong for Marc Casado. So Hansi Flick making a move there, and the second half starts, and Frankie de Jong is the player who has the ball, passes to Cubarsí. Let's see if Barca can make another comeback in this second season with Hansi Flick. This team's been known to make a comeback.
You think? Do you remember? Were there any last year?
even this year we were 2-0 down against Levante, match day 2. Ended up winning that one 3-2.
Is that the only one so far? So far.
Is it the only one? Well, we went down 1-0 with Rayo, didn't we? And then ended up drawing that game. Or did we score first? I can't remember the sequence of events of that Rayo game.
I usually block out Vallecas from my memory because it's always so difficult.
Oh no, I think it was the other way around. I think we had a good first half and then struggled in the second. Yeah. No, it's true. Yeah. Okay, it was a bit lost in my memory. But let's see. This game have a comeback in its script.
Well, that's a good start.
It's a good recovery by Eddie Garcia, who pushes the ball forward and now finds Ferran Torres, who tried to link up with Dani Olmo, who's making the oncoming run. Oviedo recover, and Oviedo wants to run here. First minute of the second half, and I know someone who might be both annoyed and also relishing this situation right now that Barca are living, and that is our colleague Marc Brau, who loves a good 90s story.
There he is.
There he is, Marc Brau, yeah, with respect.
We need more Marc Brau sound bites from last year.
Careful here, Hassan going forward away from Gerard Martin. The cross put in.
Oh my God.
Cleared by Joan Garcia and then by Gerard Martin himself as well. Hassan there proving what you said, Spence, in the first half, that he's a dangerous player. Now a late offside call against Oviedo. And just because, to finish my story, I said it before as well, in the 90s, going to the Tartiere meant trouble for Barca.
Is that right?
Yeah, and apparently it does in 2025 as well.
Yeah, I think regardless of how this game ends, Oviedo fans will be a little bit more optimistic about the course of their season because they've been able to hang with the champions now and actually beat them in a half of football. Let's see how the second half goes.
Well, careful here. Rashford found in space. Rashford could take the shot. Rashford dribbles to his left. Rashford took a few too many touches and was dispossessed, but Pedri recovers and Rashford tries to give it back to him and loses the ball again.
I love his confidence.
There we go. Good press by Marcus Rashford.
The funny thing is I told him directly, as if I was talking to him, that I wanted him to take on defenders, and in that instance, he had a window after one or two dribbles just to have a rip.
It was a good move to take the ball to his left, but that ultimately meant that he ran out of space as he tried to progress. Anyway, here's Rafinha. Frankie. Ball played to Dani Olmo. Barca playing in Oviedo's half. Pedri back to Rafinha, who's in a central position. Could decide to take the shot. No, cuts to his right. Decides to go back to his left, and the extra touch benefited the Oviedo defender, who managed to poke the ball away from Rafinha, who's now made a good effort to run back. And Oviedo lose the ball. Ooh. Right, throw in. We have some new members, so Kokran, Gianni. Welcome to this community, this Barca Live community, and thank you for subscribing to Barca's YouTube channel. I have a couple of other shout outs that I needed to give. Lena signed up for the basic pack, and Yuri signed up for the premium pack. So shout out to all of you, and thank you for becoming members of our YouTube community. It's going to be fun. It's a fun ride. You can now chat in the live chat. One of the things you can do as members. Araujo called for a handball there.
Sometimes I feel like I just need to stand up every once in a while.
And we have players warming up, Spence. Rooney, Lewandowski, Koundé, Coquelin. Those can be the three options for who would you like to see in the second half. No? Yeah, the three players who we just saw, Koundé, Lewandowski, Rooney, who would you like to see in the second half? As soon as Jordi can get it on our screens, we will ask the fans that question. Here's Pedri, a turn in space, and the rare occasion in which his pass is blocked by a defender, although Barca do manage to make progress. Here's Dani Olmo, Rafinha. Oviedo did well defending that situation. I do have to say, every time that a Barca player takes in a bit of an extra long touch, the Oviedo players are jumping right onto them. I'm still having trouble with this.
Still?
Still.
Yeah, this is not the first 6 minutes that I was hoping for.
No.
So
No.
far.
No.
There's a little bit of technical. I don't know what the word would be. The opposite of precision.
Sloppiness?
Yeah, that'll work. But also a little bit of indecision too. I think not sure if the right move is to make the next pass or to take an extra dribble or to shoot. And they weren't having that problem in the first half. They were very confident in themselves.
Who would you like to see, Spence, in the second half? Koundé, who was warming up. Lewandowski, who was also warming up. Or Rooney Bartaggi, who was also warming up.
Those are the three options, aren't they?
Well, there's the three players who are warming up right now.
We popped it.
Oh, we know who Gianni wants to see.
Scared me for a second. That was actually my...
Gianni, who would you like to see in the second half?
We popped it.
Okay.
We popped it.
That
was my answer.
I mean, yeah.
Flick cam.
Let's see if we can read Flick's mind now that we've got the Flick cam.
What are you thinking, Flicky?
What are you thinking, Hansi? What is he thinking? Wait a minute, here's Gerard Martin. Maybe he's thinking, get it to Rashford, and Rashford can cut in and shoot. Or maybe go deep. Or maybe pass back to Gerard Martin, who crosses it in. The ball headed away. Pedri will pick it up on the edge of the box. Here's Pedri. Trying to play it inside. I have to say, with what Pedri was attempting there, probably for the best that a defender cleared it away and gave it back to Barca, because it had quite a lot of weight on that. It might have gone out for a goal kick.
Oviedo are really starting to dig in deep. And because they wear blue, it looks a little bit like Getafe.
Ew.
Ew. Gross. Aye. All right. Everything's okay. Don't listen to the crowd.
Spence, I think we
What
need
happened?
to do something.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Careful with Rashford. Varane back to Frankie de Jong. You have to stretch out for that one. Here's Pedri. Look at Oviedo, well organised.
Yeah.
Rafinha on the corner of the box. Rafinha decides to go deep. Incoming cross by Rafinha. Loose ball inside the box. Oviedo clear. Aye, almost got on the end of it. Right.
And it took a weird deflection off of Bailly too. I know what you're doing. I see you.
Game mode. Oh, wait a minute. The fans aren't seeing us. Let's do it when the fans can see us. Because we need to get into game mode.
Bring it back.
Bring it back. Bring it back to us. Bring it all back now. Careful. Here's Pedri inside cross for Ferran Torres.
Corner?
Got on the end of that low cross, and I think his finish was cleared for a corner. Spence. It's game time.
Why, thank you.
Pilita Malaguita says, necesitamos un gol del Levan. Maybe we do need that. We've got a corner kick at the moment. Here's Pedri. Rafinha.
There it is. Nice play.
Pedri. Takes it to his left, switches over to Rashford. Rashford to Araujo on the left-hand side. Araujo playing as a winger here. He can cross it in with his left. Good cross by Araujo. The ball on the line. And he can see it score.
Let's go! Let's go!
He got the equaliser. Eddie Garcia with a goal. Wow! Scrappy goal, but it counts nonetheless. Look at that, Eddie Garcia with a goal, scoring the equaliser. 10 minutes of the second half, and let's see, because Barca off of the corner kick, move the ball over to the other side left. The unlikely Araujo move on the wing. Ferran Torres does very well to control the ball first. The ball takes a bounce. Ferran tries to finish on the turn. Aron saves, but can't keep the ball in his hands. And Eddie Garcia, as the ball is rolling away, pushes it in.
That is
The scrappiest of goals.
It's a scrappy goal, but man, there's so much nuance in it. I mean, I don't want to take away from the fact, you know. Oh, hold
careful
on.
here, the
Hold
through
on.
ball.
That could be
Rafinha's made the
onside.
right. Rafinha with a shot saved by Aron.
Hey, yeah, flag stayed down. Absolutely, absolutely. Like, I don't want to be, I don't want to be like the technical nerd that just tries to over-analyze that goal, which was a sloppy goal, but there were three things in there that just made the hair on my arm stand up.
Was Araujo playing as a left winger one of them?
That's the first one.
Yeah, okay.
Who needs Rafinha out there when you got Ronald Araujo crossing it in with his left foot after juking out a defender?
Maybe something to consider for future games. Second technical aspect, Spence.
Second technical aspect is how you mentioned Ferran, who is facing away from goal,
With a defender stuck to him.
holding him,
Yep.
turns it with his right foot, does a 180 rotation, and manages to get enough power behind it to force Escandel to make a save that he can't control.
And third,
Hold on.
careful, here's Rashford, who can do an Araujo now. Tried to go inside. Ball knocked away from him, but Barca keep possession.
It's happening
on.
very fast.
Hang on for part 3 of the goal. Oh, the cross by Rafinha, the header by Ferran, and the save by Aron.
And third, the save from Escandel is trickling towards the back post. Eric is there to knock it in, but he realized that he wasn't going to be able to guide it in with his right foot because the ball was going to hit the post too quickly. So he waits a quarter of a second and watches the ball intentionally go off the post and then switch to his left foot to knock it in on the rebound.
That's why we have you on the show, Spence, because I couldn't have explained it any better. You did though forget the key aspect to that goal.
I think
I don't know how much credit we get. Because I think we need to go back and look at how many seconds passed between us putting on these hats and Barca scoring. I would say it's under a minute.
it's got to be.
It felt like under a minute. Cochran is going to look at it, and when
Can we get?
yeah, let's VAR it, because I think it has to be the quickest it's ever been.
So now here's the question: do we get greedy, or do we like give these a rest for a little bit now that we're back in the game?
I think we get greedy.
Okay, because I can tell you from experience that I've gotten greedy at times and then paid the price. So I just want to make sure we're all in the right mindset here.
We're in game mode. We've got our Barca gear on, and it probably should have been on for the first half as well. We just forgot. He's Frenkie de Jong. I've still got Hansi's reaction to show you, but Barca are in possession, so I want to do it when the ball goes out.
I don't believe in the broadcaster jinx, but damn if I believe in these hats.
It's like my avocado socks in the past.
Yeah.
They did their job.
Bring
Don't
them
wear them
back,
anymore.
bring them back.
I don't wear them anymore because I can't show them.
On your feet.
Careful with the ball by Frenkie de Jong to Gerard Martin. Inside pass to Rashford. Rashford, 2 defenders on top of him. Can he save the ball from going out? Yes, he can. Now here's Gerard Martin. Gerard tried to play it back to Rashford, who knew he was offside. He's not going to contend for that one. And Oviedo tried to play the ball out from behind. Araujo wins the aerial challenge. Here's Hassan. Ball played up in the air. The Barca players want an offside call. No flag has been risen, and careful here. Barca recovered through Araujo, and was Rashford fouled? No.
Nobody was fouled in the making of this play.
Hassan wants to go deep. Takes Gerard Martin one-on-one and gets a corner kick out of it. Right, before the corner kick, Hansi's reaction.
Flick cam?
Hansi's reaction.
Subdued.
It's only the equaliser. Only the equaliser, but he's happy. He's happy that we've equalised. On our screens, information. Valuable information. Frankie de Jong joins Koeman. 264 games in Blaugrana. The second Dutchman with most Barca appearances.
How many appearances did Koeman have?
264.
Sorry. I wasn't reading. I was just listening to you, and I was half watching the game. My bad.
First, if I'm not mistaken, is Philippe Cocu. Philippe Cocu, the midfielder. Corner kick by Oviedo. Careful here with Reina. His shot. Saved. Woo. By Joan Garcia with a combination of his chest and his fists.
This is a pitch that, while most of the Barca players have not played on in their careers.
Oh, careful here. Rafinha has a lot of space to operate. Here's Rafinha. Rafinha inside the box. Rafinha! Left-footed shot. Well blocked by Bailly. Finish?
It was Joan Garcia with Espanyol when they were fighting to go up to the Primera, who was their it was the promotion playoff final against Oviedo, and they lost the first leg here, and then went back and won at the RCDE.
If you were wondering, Jordi Cochran says it was how many seconds? 39 seconds.
No way! Under a minute.
Under a minute.
Wow.
Between us putting on the hats and Barca scoring. Careful, Barca have a corner kick. Here's Rashford. Low cross headed away, but it falls to Dani Olmo. Now Pedri has the ball. That's always good for Barca. Rashford, edge of the box. Olmo and Ferran were right on top of each other. Ferran runs away with it. Here's the shark. Back to Pedri. Lewandowski's going to come on. Hang on. We might need it. We might need the wrap.
It's teasing us today.
Yeah. 63rd minute. Barca have managed to equalise. Not the prettiest of goals, but hey, a goal is a goal. Ooh, nice link up from Barca, who keep possession. Ferran Torres on the turn, trying to get away from Bailly, who's been defending excellently, by the way, today.
Yeah.
Top-notch defending by Eric Bailly, and now a foul called on Barça. Guys, we've equalised. And Lewandowski's going to come on.
Funny because we spent the whole first half with remarkable build-up play, accurate attempts that forced saves or blocks, and got nothing out of it. And then the most broken play in this second half, after it felt like Barca weren't getting anything going, is what levels the game. And how about, you know what, I'll clap it up.
I'll clap it up for Cazorla as well.
Cazorla comes off.
Hey, if you've got a 40-year-old legend playing for your team and he gets subbed, I applaud.
What?
Rafinha's the player who's taken off, and he's not happy about it.
It's an interesting choice.
Okay, so it's interesting because what does this mean? What does this mean? Rashford goes to the right, Ferran to the left. Therefore here, the ball is played long. So interesting nugget here. The ball played behind to Gerard Martin. Right.
I mean,
just figuring out how Barca will play. I would urge you to come back to us. That's it. Thank you. Thank you. And now a little nudge by Araujo and Rondon. It was offside anyway. So, right a minute. Let's reorganize ourselves. Rafinha taken off. That means that Ferran Torres goes to the right, almost stays in the middle. No, sorry, Rashford goes to the right, almost stays in the middle. Ferran Torres goes to the left, and Lewandowski is the striker.
And I mean, I doubt it's a minutes thing because you're trying to go win this game now. So this must be a tactical decision by Hansi.
Yeah.
Put a little bit more, perhaps a little bit more service in from the wings, and put the threat of Lewandowski's stature up front as a striker.
Maybe.
Rashford is going to switch off to the other side now, and it looks pretty good. Although he was just offside on that ball over the top that he cushioned down very nicely. I mean, so far, it's pretty clear that Rashford belongs on the left-hand side to this point. Which is why it's a strange decision, because now you put Ferran on the left and Rashford on the right. Oviedo made a change too. I don't know if you caught that. Hassan out.
Hassan out.
Sibo in. Sibo's a much more defensive-oriented midfielder.
Yeah, he's a defensive midfielder. Yeah. Well, it's good news for Gerard Martin. Definitely. Because Hassan was one of Oviedo's best players. 66 minutes, but still need at least one goal to walk away with 3 points from the Carlos Tartiere. The scorers: Reina for Oviedo, Eric Garcia for Barça. There is the scorer, Eric. Back to Pedri. Araujo. Oviedo trying to up the pressure here on Pau Cubarsí. Cubarsí finds Gerard Martin. Let's see if Barca can move forward. Inside pass. Ferran Torres. Back to Pedri. And Oviedo well set with an extra man in midfield now. Rashford on the right. I think it's the first time we've seen him there this season, isn't it?
Other than the 2 runs, passages of play that we saw in the first half, but yeah. Consistently, first time I can think of.
Gerard Martin, Lewandowski dropping to the left, the back pass to Cubarsí, who had to attempt to play the ball there as Rondon got in ahead of him. A foul by Cubarsí, who didn't see him coming.
I think we got to take the hats off for just a little bit.
Yep. I agree.
Can't afford to get greedy.
Come back on. They can come back on. Maybe we need to get the live chat active. Maybe we need some hearts, some blue and red hearts. Let's give some blue and red hearts. Fill the chat with some blue and red hearts. Do that. Some love for Barca. I need to get the creativity going with the new emojis. It's homework for us to do. Need to get some Barca flags waving.
So, more like GIFs. In Dantes.
Yeah, no, but like the animation that we just get on our screen. Like, because we've got these wonderful new emojis with the Barca flags, with the Love Barca, with the Somi. So just give us support in the way of emojis.
That's
it.
Lewandowski!
Lewandowski with a beautiful header! Scores for Barcelona!
We pop the net like Lewandowski. Dovski, el marcaría dentro un bosque. Bosque, dale el balón que lo enrosque. Rosque, we pop the net like Lewandowski. Dovski.
And it's a beautiful cross by Frenkie de Jong, and an even better header by Robert Lewandowski. The twist of the head in ahead of Bailly. Wasn't even facing the goal, Lewandowski. A fantastic header, which hits, I think, both the crossbar and the post. Just the corner, out of reach for Scandino, it hits the crossbar. And, oh wow! That has to be one of the best headers I've ever seen.
Unbelievable.
Beautiful, it's just the angle of it.
But so believable.
Let's take a look at Hansi's reaction. Vamos!
He's still like, we got work to do.
We got more work to do.
He's not doing the jumping thing right now. And here comes Koundé.
And Koundé's going to come on. Spence, I think to celebrate, we need it again. Yanni.
We pop the net like Lewandowski. Dovski, el marcaria dentro un bosque. Bosque, dale el bellone che lo enrosque. Rosque, we pop the net like Lewandowski. Dovski.
There you go, there you go. We're up 2-1.
Oye,
Lewandowski.
Oye. ¿Cuánto tiempo ha pasado desde hace hemos quitado la gorra?
Oh, or, wait a minute. No, I've got an even better one. So Spence was just saying, how long was it since we took the hats off, which is one thing. Careful, Oviedo with the chance here. Kouarsi heads it away. The other thing was, how long since the call to action since we asked for blue and red hearts?
Both of them have to be close to the second
Under
one
a minute.
under a minute. The
Under a
first one
minute.
is going to be right around that 60-second mark, maybe 2 minutes.
We're on it! Vamos! And Koundé's ready to come on, by the way. There's Oviedo pile on the pressure here, and there's a foul on Ferran Torres. So one exact minute since we took off the hats. And since
Is
the
that
hearts,
confirmed?
since we went that?
That's confirmed?
Yeah. 40 seconds since the hearts. We're on it today, Spence. We're on it.
I have the craziest thing right now. It's nuts. It's almost stupid. But my grandfather hated hats. I swear.
Oh, there you go.
I swear to you. Like I would put a hat on and he would be like, "Take that thing off. You don't need a hat."
There you go. There you go. Careful, because Lewandowski's fighting for it here on the edge of the box. Turns away from goal this time. What a way to make an impact, eh, Lewandowski? How much?
Off the bench,
What
man.
had he been on the pitch for? 3 minutes? 4, 5? I'm not sure. What minute was the substitution, Kokran? Or Spence? You've got it on your screen.
73.
No.
What? Oh
73 is now.
no. Sorry. 65.
So he'd been on the pitch for 5 minutes.
73 was Koundé. My bad.
He'd been on the pitch for 5 minutes. Right, the substitution, by the way, which brought Koundé on was for Gerard Martin, and Eric playing as a left back. He's just like, I'll play anywhere in defence. So Hansi has one more window of substitutions in this game. And Barca doing remarkably well also with all the absences.
There you go, goat keeper. Said he made a bet that if Leva scored.
Wait a minute.
Sorry.
I was
Sorry.
hanging on to that one.
Sorry.
We'll do it again.
Sorry,
We'll do it
sorry.
again. We'll do a double mention because Rashford plays the ball in. Careful here, Ferran Torres. Got fouled from behind. No.
He got
Penalty.
clipped.
No penalty.
Penaltito, but penalty, no? He got clipped, didn't he?
I mean,
All right, let's take a look. Let's get a replay.
no pen.
Well, let's get a replay. We have the ability to do this, so let's take a look.
So Ferran attempts to shoot the loose ball.
He doesn't go to ground, which I respect.
No. And
I
I
don't
thought
need that
he
replay.
got touched from behind.
I need the replay of the shot. Here it is.
Ooh.
It would be penaltito.
Well, contact there is because Reina goes
Right.
down in pain.
Right.
Does Reina touch the ball though? If Reina touches the ball, I think it's fair game. Well, nothing's going to be called, I don't think. So, double substitution for Oviedo. Time for Gianni, ascolta il pit. Kokran, members. Fortuna ascolta il pit.
said I made a bet that if Levy scored, I'd do a super chat.
And a super chat he did. There you go, goalkeeper. You get a shout out, and also a shout out for Marley. Welcome as a premium member of our YouTube community. Shout out to you. We shout out all of our members and we read their comments. Mac Lumbis says 55.8 seconds. That is since we took off the hats and Barca scored. There you go. And I see a wide range of emojis. I like the Visca Barça emoji that the goalkeeper used. So why don't you all use your Visca Barça emojis and flood the chat with that? The one that Matt Lumbis has got on there. Let's do it. Come on.
You can even copy it.
Come on.
Copy and paste.
Right, careful here. Oviedo in space. Oviedo making a run down the right-hand side. Incoming cross. Araujo comes sliding in. Clears the ball up in the air. It'll fall to Pedri. If there's anyone who can secure that, that is the magician who
don't do that.
thought he was knocked down. Careful here. Another chance for Oviedo. Rondon with his shot blocked. The ball's still alive. Eddie Garcia heads it away. I thought Pedri was fouled.
Well defended. I mean, it was...
Oh,
that's a foul.
That's a foul. A hard foul on Frankie de Jong by Sibo. And Oviedo had a chance there. Well defended, well blocked by Barca. I'm just got a replay of it there. The incoming cross initially was cleared in the air by Araujo. Then Pedri tries to protect the ball. Brecalo, I mean, well,
maybe if that leads to a goal, but I still, if it wasn't called, you're probably not going to pull that back.
Anyway, nothing came of it, fortunately, and Barca have possession. Here's Dani Olmo. By the way, no brace today at the moment. Maybe we should ask. Or, well, we'll ask how will this game end first. 2-1, 3-1, or 2-all. Not 2-all. Come on. Lewandowski with a volley with little angle. Saved by Aron.
Every Barca player on these little half hops where the ball is not resting, every time they try to shoot, they're making incredibly solid contact. And I mean, you could say, like, yeah, well, they're professionals in this Barca. Of course they are. That's what they should be doing. But that's not easy to do. That's a problem.
Oviedo in space. In Barca's box. Careful, loose ball.
Koundé.
Rondon was about to shoot when Koundé came in to save the day. Look at him.
Oof. Wow. It'd be nice to go get another one. Flick, It'd be nice to go get a third. I think that's what Hansi's thinking. I think if we get a third, Hansi will jump. Only then will he be satisfied.
Well, he'll be satisfied with De Jong winning the ball back and finding Pedri, who now has space to run. Here's Pedri going forward, down the left. He's got Rashford in the middle. Pedri cuts back. Pedri is going to switch it over to Koundé. Koundé heads it down.
Oh, sure.
Ball on the edge of the box for Dani Olmo. Got knocked away from him, but it falls back to Koundé. Oh! He got run over by Rondon there, although he fell.
He tripped over the ball first.
He tripped over the ball first, but then got run over by Rondon. I mean, it was heavy contact.
I'm going to need a replay to be fully impartial here, because I don't know. At first sight, it didn't quite look like a foul, and it's clumsy, but it's a foul.
It's a foul.
It's kind of Koundé's fault, but it's a foul.
Yeah. But, I mean, Rondon just came in like a freight train.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that in my pathway. That dude's huge.
Right, it's a free kick to Barca. Ferran Torres is going to take it. Here's Ferran with a shot straight into the wall. Second chance, Ferran wide.
Come on, Hansi.
Goal kick Oviedo.
Even Hansi's contributing to the navy blue aesthetic of the night.
Is that navy blue? Maybe.
There's two different Pantone colors there. I'm not a graphic designer, so I wouldn't know.
Right, goal kick Oviedo. Long ball up in the air. Here's Araujo. Heading it forward. Oviedo punt it forward. It's a complicated situation here for Cubarsí, who did fantastically well. When everyone thought he was going to head it back to Joan Garcia, a little twist, and he got the ball to safety with Edic. And now Barca go forward. Here's Rashford on the right. Rashford takes it to his right. Ran himself into a bit of a corner, but manages to get out. Barca will control possession. Right, we've got another poll, Spence.
Oh, I like that. Who's your MVP?
Who's your MVP of the match? We've got the two scorers and Pedri as options. Maybe I sent the options wrong. Maybe for future polls we should have an other category. But we'll go with those three.
Yeah, but
I'm going to save my vote.
Yes and no, because other you can't specify.
Yeah, true. I'm going to save my vote for the moment. Although the votes are trickling in already. Here's De Jong. Arsenal in possession, controlling the ball.
Is that the
Flick cam? Right, Olmo. Flick can go forward. Danny can go forward. Is it Olmo time? Olmo decides to feed Koundé on the right-hand side. Also calmly playing the ball around against a somewhat exhausted Oviedo. Koundé back to Frankie de Jong. Also calmly moving things around. Rashford to De Jong, Koundé, and back to De Jong. Long possession for Barca. Koundé decided to play it forward, looking for the one on Lewandowski, who honestly hasn't touched the ball many other times apart from the goal.
But he's changed the game tremendously because his presence up there is what has allowed Barca to get into those final third situations with more menace. So as much credit as we've given to Oviedo for defending, we can then push the credit on to Hansi for making the right substitutions as he usually does.
He was the target man in that goal, and I mean, I'm still, wow, that twist to the head. Just amazing. He reminds me slightly of a goal that he scored against Alaves a couple of seasons back. It was a similar goal, but the ball went to the other corner. But the movement was very, very similar.
Was that a 1-0?
That was 2-1, I believe. Careful here. Rashford to Koundé, who had to come to an immediate halt because he was going forward. Now De Jong plays it forward. Lewandowski contends for it. Aron comes out and catches it. We've got 1,300 votes already.
Oh, I didn't put my vote in.
I'm saving it for the moment. I think I'm saving.
I don't think anybody can see your vote.
No, I know, but I want to make a decision like closer to the 88th minute, maybe.
Because maybe you don't want to see the results of the vote right away.
No, maybe I want to see what happens. Maybe Lewandowski scores a second, and solidifies his candidacy.
All right.
Maybe Eric Garcia saves a ball on the line. Maybe Pedri gives us some Pedri magic. Who knows? A lot can happen still in 5 minutes.
Well, at this point, it's either Eric or Lewandowski who are going to score a brace.
Yeah.
So, considering that Levy did it 2 weeks ago, my money is on Eric. to
Okay, yeah, because
become the sixth player to do
I
it.
have to say,
Six?
since last January, and I've talked about this a lot, because I always go back to all the chatter. When there's chatter,
You file it away.
I file
You
it
store
away.
It. It's a receipt. You keep
careful
the receipt.
here. Ooh, Rashford trying to set up Ferran Torres. Pedri on the edge of the box, could go for a left-footed shot. No, he decides to play it wide to Dani Olmo. Olmo incoming cross. Lewandowski down on his chest, couldn't find a way to finish. Still keeps the
Classy.
possession alive.
So you keep the receipts.
I keep the receipts, I file it away, and then we'll talk at the end of the season. Since last January, Eric, apart from playing as defensive midfielder, playing as centre back now, right back, left back now, has shown his versatility and he's shown his talent, and also scored against Benfica, scored against Inter, scored in a Clásico, I believe. Did he not score in the 4-3 Clásico?
Me
Montjuic?
suena. That rings a bell, but I can't remember.
And today scores an important goal as well.
To get momentum back
Yeah.
a little bit.
In a second half that had all but momentum. At the beginning. Careful. Olmo inside. Lewandowski. Lewandowski can set it up on the edge of the box. There's Eric. Go Eric for the brace. Eric, chase it. Aye. There he was. Levy knew it. He tried to set him up.
He's like, I was that close, man.
Wait a minute. I need to fact check here.
And we're about to get a substitution too.
Christensen's going to come on. Eric Garcia did score in that Clásico, by
Yeah.
the way. 4-3 at Montjuic.
As far as Eric goes, I agree with you. I mean, you've always
amazing.
heard me say, like, I'm not on that receipt because I've been singing his praises, and selfishly, I sort of knew it ever since he was with Girona and playing well for them, leading them to the Champions League, and then he came back to Barça, and I think he needed that season to earn his spot.
Look the replay we just got with Lewandowski pointing to where he wanted it, and then just like the top class finish.
Top pro.
Right,
Eric header? He's done that plenty.
Rashford crosses it in. Araujo with the header!
Good night.
Araujo puts the game to bed. It's night
Honestly.
night. Night night. Oviedo 1, Barça 3. And Araujo is the scorer. We should probably put his name in now as the fourth option for player of the match, because wow, I'm going to vote. Rashford with a cross, Araujo with a header, nothing that Aron could do, and Ronald Araujo adds his name to the list of scorers of this season
Oh, that's beautiful.
to put this game to bed. There you go.
Amongst the tussling Sibo who was holding him down, he still just gets his head to it. That's a perfect redirection. And a perfect second half, really.
And another game in which Barca score at least 3 goals this season. Out of the 7 games we've played, I believe it's 4 in which we've scored 3 goals. At
That's
least.
beautiful.
We scored 3 against Mallorca, 3 against Levante, just 1 against Rayo,
What?
then 6 against Valencia, 2 against Newcastle, 3 against Getafe. So this is actually the 5th game in which we've scored 3 goals. Right, give us some goal emojis. Goal emojis on the live chat, guys. Fantastic. And keep your votes coming for player of the match, which we'll have to deactivate. Jordi Cochran, you'll have to remind Luis that he has to deactivate the poll. And an important away win for Barca, this one, in this midweek game. Careful here. Joan Garcia had to
Nice
make his
redemption
contribution
save.
to the game with a big save.
Yeah, that's a big redemption airplane.
There you go. Whew. Do we have enough goal emojis? Live chat? I don't think we do. Elmir Days, Stephen Bennett, Mac Lundqvist, thank you. Oi, oi, oi. Good save there by Juan Garcia. I don't see enough goal emojis.
I see the goat keeper
Oh,
saying...
Bernal's coming on as well. Rashford and Pedri off. Bernal and Christensen on. And a job well done by all of them. Round of applause. Rashford with the assist there. Another good game for Pedri. Minutes for Bernal. What's not to like? Three goals in the second half. Eric, Araujo and Lewandowski.
I was curious to see who Christensen was going to come on for.
Late yellow card in the game.
We haven't brought
5
out
minutes of added time.
any cards today. Finally got one.
Right, Spence, our viewers have voted.
Yep.
Their
Who did
votes
you-
go to Lewandowski.
Who did you vote for?
I voted Eric.
That's okay. That I mean, there's
I think
no wrong answers here.
The thing is, I voted Eric not so much for the game, but for the season. Mine is a global vote there, I
Yeah,
have to say.
yeah, a lifetime achievement award, if you will.
Yes, a match day 6 season time achievement award.
I voted for Levy. I just thought he changed the game
Yeah,
in a way that he also won that corner just now.
I'm curious to
That
see
led to the goal.
who La Liga might give it to. We'll see.
Yeah, it's hard to choose this one.
It is quite hard to choose, yeah. I mean, by default, Pedri, but
But Lewandowski's goal is the winning goal.
it might be, yeah. I mean, it's just one action, but it's the one that changed the game.
We've been talking a lot about the fight that's going on right now at the number 9 position for playing time, but I don't think either of them really see it
As a fight.
as competition.
Well,
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I can't speak for either player's mentality. I'm sure they both want to be out there playing, but I think they both understand that in the right circumstances of a game, they're both going to get out there at some point. They know that their minutes have to be managed over the course of a long season, and from Lewandowski's standpoint, if it means that, he, in this case, takes a slight back seat to Ferran, who goes out, plays 60 minutes of his football, and then Lewandowski comes in for a fresh 30, and, at his age, he's not going to complain about having to spend more energy in a smaller space of time.
well, what's interesting today is that Ferran stays on for the full 90 minutes and he gets taken out to the wing. So
And that too.
yeah. So, Spence, what do we need to remind our viewers of? Stick around after the game.
We'll be here.
We'll be here, yeah.
And Hansi will be here, and Paul will be around.
Paul will be interviewing players, so you'll hear from the reactions of our players. We'll be showing you the highlights. We'll be showing you all 4 goals of this game, 3 of them scored by Barca players. We'll be showing you interviews with said players. We'll be voting for the MVP again, this time in a podium format, a 3 points, 2 points, 1 point format. And we'll be listening to Hansi Flick in his press conference. So exciting times. Stick around for the post-game show, guys, because the most important thing is we'll be showing you the highlights. We'll show you the goals. If you haven't seen them, the Lewandowski one's a beauty. And the Araujo one's good as well. I mean, it's a powerful header. Here's Bernal, who I love to see on the pitch.
Yeah, I like the number change too.
Yeah. Sad note, or the silver lining of Gavi's injury is that it may result in more minutes for Bernal.
Yeah.
If you want a silver lining to a 5-month absence, or 4 to 5 month absence, which is devastating
Which is not
news.
season ending.
It's not season ending. It's just like with everything that Gavi went through with his knee injury, and it's just like our thoughts go out to him, because I'm also with the character he has. This is an absolute gut punch for him.
It's tough to just sit on the sidelines.
Here's Frankie de Jong driving the ball forward and switching it to Lewandowski, who tries to bring it down on his chest. Final seconds of this game. The referee takes the whistle to his mouth and blows it. And that is the end of it. 3 points for Barca. Oviedo 1, Barca 3. The goals scored by Eric Garcia, Robert Lewandowski and Ronald Araujo. Another win for Barca. Another 3-goal performance for Barca. maybe not the best of performances, maybe not one to be remembered, but Spence, ultimately 3 important points, and I have to say La Liga agrees with me. Eddie Garcia voted the MVP of this game.
I can't say I'm surprised. I can't say I'm disappointed. I do disagree with you in the sense that I don't think this was that bad of a performance.
It wasn't.
Barca.
It wasn't.
It was just frustrating at times. That's all. It was difficult to break through, but they did. That's their character.
I just thought, and we'll get deeper into it. It wasn't an overwhelming second half by Barca or something that Oviedo just couldn't deal with. It was Barca finishing when they needed to finish. It wasn't an avalanche of chances, let's say.
No, it was just consistency. It was just making sure that even though the wall wasn't being broken down by that Oviedo defense, which they couldn't get through in the first half, they just kept getting at it. That's the mentality. They eventually broke it down enough to get a slop goal and follow it up with a beauty of a second, and then a nice header for a third. 2 header goals.
It was sticking to the plan. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't get nervous. Goals will come, and they did come. 3-1 win for Barca. Give it a thumbs up on the live chat if you liked it. We'll give it a double thumbs up because it's an important away win. It's always important to win away. Shame was that we conceded a goal, but Barca overcame the circumstances and came back yet again. Right, as we said just a few minutes ago, stick around because we've got interviews with the players. We've got interview with Hansi Flick. We've got the highlights. That's what you want. See the goals. We'll be voting for the MVP again, and we'll show you Hansi Flick's press conference. So if you want to see all that, stick around. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Well, it wasn't as easy as you would think against a newly promoted side, but Barça managed to fight through the complications and took away 3 points from the Carlos Tartiere against Oviedo, who took a 1-0 lead into the dressing rooms at half-time off of, a situation in which Joan Garcia gambled, gave the ball away, and Oviedo managed to score almost from the halfway line. A bit of a fluke if you want, but Barça stuck to the plan in the second half, and through goals of Eric Garcia, Robert Lewandowski, and Ronald Araujo managed to turn around the result and come away with 3 points, 3 more points away from home, and now in 6 games have got 5 wins and 1 draw. 3 very valuable points, Spence. I might have to interrupt you because we might have to go live to the Carlos Tartiere, but as I was saying, 3 very important points for Barça.
I was going to say, you're not interrupting me if I haven't said anything yet, but by all means, if we need to go to the Tartiere, let's go to the Tartiere. 3 points that put Barça back within 2, and for the first time, I think, since match day 2, all 20 La Liga teams have now played 6 games because there was 1 game played ahead of time.
Exactly, yes.
European purposes, so now we can have a look at the table, a clear look, and so when I look down where Oviedo is, you said it best, it is an expected 3 points against a team that just got promoted, but that's not always the case, as we know. We've seen that situation happen many times before, and it took everything tonight for Barça to come through and let their talent shine above everything that Oviedo threw at them.
Well, and we can go to the Tartiere, where Paul Martínez is talking to Robert Lewandowski.
Buenas noches, felicidades por la victoria. No sé si sabe mejor los 3 puntos después de esta remontada.
Bueno, sí, estamos muy contentos. Tengo que decir que es un equipo que quieren jugar fútbol y me gusta mucho cómo juegan fútbol, pero al final creo que en primera parte no hemos jugado bastante bien, pero a veces puede pasar. Eso es fútbol y al final tenemos 3 puntos, hemos marcado 3 goles y al final estamos muy contentos porque la segunda partido hemos jugado mucho mejor como en el primer partido.
Otra remontada, la capacidad de competir, de luchar de este equipo es espectacular.
Creo que en primera parte hemos tenido ahí oportunidad para marcar un gol, pero después un error, sabes, puede pasar en fútbol. Estuvimos 1-0, sí, pero estamos muy fuertes y cuando jugamos fútbol y cuando jugamos nuestro fútbol, sabemos que hay un momento, hay un minutos que cuando jugamos con balón también más rápido, recibimos oportunidad para marcar un gol y hoy hemos marcado 3 goles. Creo que estamos, no solo podemos, pero estamos contentos.
Robert, eres muy importante. Juegues más, juegues menos, 3 goles, hoy este segundo gol. ¿Cuál es tu papel en el vestuario esta temporada?
Sí, como equipo sabemos que como lo mejor, como jugamos, y para mí también estoy muy contento cuando puedo marcar un gol, especialmente del final de pretemporada. Tenía un poquito problemas con músculos y en principio temporada también necesitaba un poquito más tiempo para volver a ritmo, pero ahora me siento muy bien físicamente y cuando ahora empezamos a jugar cada 3 días es muy importante que tenemos todos los jugadores. Lo siento, pero Gavi es lesionado, pero espero que Gavi vuelva muy rápido para jugar, pero nuestro trabajo todavía siempre es una victoria, da igual donde jugamos, fuera o en casa.
Robert, felicidades por la victoria y por el gol.
Muchas gracias.
Was there of Robert Lewandowski talking to Paul Martinez, saying that this team wants to play football. Oviedo, talking about Oviedo, he's saying they want to play football. I like how they play football. And they made it complicated for Barca, that in the first half Barca played well, it can happen, and that they're happy with the win. He said, emphasizing that in the first half the team had chances. It's a mistake can happen, but that this team is strong, very mentally strong, and when they play their football, there are minutes in which they're just overwhelming. They create chances, and they were able to come back scoring those 3 goals. And talking about himself, he said, well, he ended the preseason with some muscular trouble. It took him some time to gain rhythm at the beginning of the season. Now he feels well. He feels well physically, and that playing every 3 days, it's important to have all the players fresh. And that today it was his turn to start the game from the bench, but he was happy that he contributed with a goal. Also, he also gave a shout out to Gavi, who he wished a speedy recovery to. Right, let's see the highlights of this game, in which Barca managed to pull away with a 3-1 win, and the players came out with a t-shirt that said, sent support to Gavi. The game started with that Olmo opportunity from range, and Barca had chances in the first half, Spence.
Yeah, there were enough chances to keep you engaged and optimistic that there would be something from this game. And we never lose our faith in this team, but you see all of these chances, it's not like they're blasting the shots over the bar. It's just Escandel making saves or other
He made
players.
a couple of them on the line. We saw
Yeah.
the Rashford one. There was an Araujo one as well. He's going to come out right now. There you go. Rafinha, his shot hit the post, and then the shot by Araujo, saved by Escandel on the line.
Araujo was determined to score tonight, wasn't he?
Yeah. He ended up scoring. He assisted as well. So, well, no, he didn't assist. He built up the first goal, which we'll see in just a second. Here is the situation which we'll be talking about in more depth in a second. Joan Garcia comes out of his box, recovers, then gives the ball away, and that's a great effort by Alberto Reina.
35.5 meters away from goal, he scored this. And you got to give him credit because he doesn't have the whole goal mouth to aim at because there are 2 defenders coming down to play that, and he just hit it in the right spot. Credit to him.
In the second half, Barca mounted the comeback with Eric Garcia scoring first in a goal in which Ronald Araujo played the role of left winger. Ferran Torres did incredibly well there with his back to goal to get the shot on the turn, and Eric was aware to let the ball bounce off the post, twist his body and push it in.
Yeah, really nicely done, and that started the momentum for Barca to come back into this game, and you need a moment of quality, and Barca were sure to get it. We thought it might come from somebody in the starting 11. Didn't turn out to be the case.
Hansi Flick moved his bench here. Reina went with an attempt to score his second goal. Lewandowski came on in the 65th minute, scored in the 69th. A beautiful delivery, well placed, soft by Frankie de Jong, but still, I'm wondering what angle we'll get of replay here. You have to see there, Lewandowski. The twist of the head there.
It's such a professional goal. It's a goal scorer's goal. It's a striker's goal. And then he didn't stop there. This opportunity here, put a shot on in a difficult situation with his back to goal. And eventually he won a corner that led to the third.
Rashford with the delivery, and Araujo, who tried in the first half, got his first goal of the season, wearing the captain's armband, doing fantastically well as he was being grabbed there. He got enough lift to head the ball right across and out of reach for Aron. Joan Garcia managed to redeem himself as well from his mistake in the first half and made a big save in the second. So, although, as I said before, it was not an avalanche of chances in the second half. In fact, I think there were more opportunities in the first half. Barca got the job done right after halftime, and count that as yet another comeback for this mentally strong team, this Hansi Flick team.
Yeah, and we can put that in the mental checkbox as we've done and as you do so well throughout the course of the season. When we find ourselves behind 1-0 or 2-0 or whatever nil or however many goals we need to come back with, you'll be able to say on this show, well, we did it against Levante, we did it against Oviedo, so here we go. It's another one.
I mean, I don't have the actual or the total numbers for 24-25, so we can't do the total numbers for Hansi Flick's team. But I mean, I'll just list a few. There was the game against Real Madrid in the at the Olympic Stadium. I remember the Benfica game. There was several. Celta de Vigo, we were down 3-1 and ended up winning that one 4-3. So there were several of those ones last season, and this season it just continues. We were 2-0 down at halftime against Levante, won that one 3-2. We were 1-0 down today and won that one 3-1 in the fifth game in which this team has managed to score 3 goals.
I was going to name another one, but the end of it didn't go well. So, but there were a lot of them.
You were going to say Inter? Yeah. It was a partial comeback. And we're just seeing on the international feed, once again, the delivery by De Jong. And let's start here. Robert Lewandowski coming off of the bench, which he's done a few times this season. He just mentioned he started out the season with muscular problems, with some physical trouble. Therefore, that slowed down his start to the season. But the other day, 2 goals coming off the bench. Today, scoring an impactful goal, just showing that he can be there. He can be the right moment at the right place player.
And I see Ferran celebrating the goal immediately afterwards, going like this, which is just
beautiful.
It's just a sign that everyone's playing for each other. That's why I said that those two aren't really in competition with each other, because they also bring such a different vibe to that position that Hansi can just choose whatever he feels is necessary. And this game, I think it did start to be necessary at the beginning, where you have Ferran who's just making chaos inside the box, and it led to the first goal, and just being around and just chasing the ball everywhere. And then eventually you needed 30 minutes of Levy to say, hey, let's get somebody with a head on the ball.
Someone who can be a target inside the box. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. It's fascinating the dynamic between these two in these games, because Ferran scores in the first 2 games of the season, then doesn't score again. Lewandowski scores 2 against Valencia. Ferran Torres comes back and scores 2 against Getafe. Today Lewandowski gets a goal. So we haven't had them both scoring in the same game, but we'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah.
The fact that Hansi Flick has options, and for example today Rafinha was the player taken off, and I know he wasn't happy about it because we saw images of him, but Hansi Flick has options, and he has Eric Garcia in the squad as well. Paul is talking to him.
Felicitats per la victòria, felicitats pel gol. Avui victòria important. No sé si d'aquelles que al final de temporada t'acabes recordant, si et deixes punts.
Totalment, crec que és un camp complicat, un equip que apreta, una afició que apreta molt també. No ha començat fàcil el partit, la primera part crec que ens ha costat una mica entrar, però bueno, crec que la mesura que ha anat passant els minuts ens hem trobat millor i al final doncs 3 punts molt importants.
De la teva temporada sobren les paraules, faltava el gol avui a la cassola.
Sí, ja tocava, ja portava uns partits que no marcava i ja tocava.
Escolta, 4ª victòria consecutiva, això imagino que us carrega de confiança pels pròxims compromisos que venen.
Totalment, crec que és molt important. Òbviament, després d'empatar el dia del Rai, doncs sabem que el Madrid està allà dalt, que no podem fallar i bueno, crec que el més important és que estem creixent cada partit i això doncs, és el més important. No?
Ja faig l'última. Avui una victòria d'aquestes de raça, de capacitat de reacció, competitiva. Avui no estava un jugador competitiu com és Gavi. Imagino que aquest triomf també va per ell.
Sí, totalment. Al final crec que és un jugador molt important per l'equip, tant dintre com fora del camp, el que ens aporta al vestuari, la seva passió, la seva actitud, la seva garra, així que bueno, ojalà doncs tingui una bona recuperació i pugui estar amb nosaltres aviat.
Felicitats, Eric.
Gràcies.
Eddie Garcia talking there to Paul about his goal, which he was very pleased with. The fact that this was not an easy stadium. Wait a minute, I've got to go back to Tartiere.
Good evening. Congratulations for this win. How do you evaluate this win?
Important. This week or this match?
This match.
No, very important for us to win here in Oviedo. I think also in the first half we controlled the match and we had a lot of chances, but at the end there was always one opponent who blocked the shoot, or the goalkeeper made a fantastic first half. At the end they used one mistake from us and for a goal, but I said in halftime we have to continue. We have to play with calmness and with to be convinced about what we want to do, and they did much better. So at the end I think we deserved this 3-1.
Another comeback. It's not new. How to compete the team? It was incredible.
No, this is for me the important thing, that we always 90 minutes that we try to score goals. It's just believe in that what we can do, and we did it. It was really good to see, and we control the match, we control the rhythm, and this is the most important thing today.
The last question: this win is also for Gavi, no?
Yes, of course. We saw in the first half. I think it's a good moment for him, and when he saw this. Yeah, we will miss him. We miss him. All players who are at the moment out, we will miss, and hopefully they come back soon.
Thank you, Hansi.
Thank you very much.
Words there of Hansi Flick, and before we'd heard from Eddie Garcia, who said that this was a complicated stadium, but the team competed well and managed to pull off the comeback. He spoke about his goal, saying that he was happy. He said, "Ya tocaba." It was due. It was overdue because he's having a fantastic season. And both Flick and Gavi had some kind words for Gavi there, who will be out for 4 to 5 months. Eddie Garcia, another candidate for man of the match. I would like to point out, though, Spence, because we'll be talking about Eddie during our player of the match votes, that this is Barca's 4th win without Lamine Yamal. And that was something that didn't happen all that much last season.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, it was difficult when he was out because we were feeling like we were so reliant on him, but I don't know if you can point to exactly what needed to change for that mentality to be wiped from everybody else as we get a look at the first goal again, which was the excellent finish by Reina. It's true though. He's not with the team right now, and the Barca players know that, but there's more confidence this year.
Evidently, he's missed.
Obviously.
But you're not thinking, oh, I wish we had Lamine. Well,
right.
maybe somehow. I mean, it didn't cross my mind today.
No,
it's just he's not there. I will trust the players who are on the pitch.
I couldn't agree more with you. I mean, obviously, when you look at the squad and the squad list comes out the day before, you're thinking, is he going to be in or not? And right now the answer is consistently no. And so maybe those first 2 games, Valencia and Newcastle, we were thinking, all right, well, we're going to have to adjust. But credit goes to Barca. And I'll tell you what, Hansi made a couple of really good, interesting substitutions. The one to take out Casa, though, at halftime and put in Frankie changed the game, too. He's got the assist on the second goal here. Frankie comes in, and you can see him making decisions in split-second time where he receives the ball here, and he just goes, all right, that option's not open, the other one's not open, so we're not going to get that replay. But let me feed it to my big man and let him make a play.
You know what fascinates me about Hansi as well, which is just a very, very simple thing. But Paul asked him about yet another comeback, the mental strength of this team, and some coaches would go, oh, well, yes, and we decided to tweak this, and we needed to pin them in on the right-hand side so that we could attack on the left, and we needed this and that. And Hansi's like, yeah, no, this team just wants to score goals, and we went out and we scored goals.
That's the mentality.
Which is the whole point of this game is to
Absolutely.
score as many goals as you can, and the more goals you score, the better odds you'll have of winning. Those were the highlights of the game, and we can go and listen to the 3rd goal scorer of this game, Ronald Araujo.
Ronald Araujo, buenas noches. Victoria trabajada y victoria también muy importante.
Bueno, buenas noches. Sí, la verdad que primero contento por la victoria, ¿no? Era importante seguir ganando, seguir en esa racha. Se nos complicó un poco al principio, sobre todo el primer tiempo, creo que tuvimos un poquito impreciso, pero el segundo tiempo lo trabajamos bien, sabíamos que si teníamos la pelota, la calma, lo podíamos hundir y encontrar los goles, y lo encontramos, que es lo más importante.
Como capitán imagino, ¿no?, que un orgullo llevar el brazalete, sobre todo en un día como hoy con esta remontada.
Sí, obviamente, soy un afortunado, ¿no?, de poder estar en el club que estoy, de poder llevar el brazalete de Barcelona, sé lo que representa, estoy preparado para eso, y contento por la victoria. Este equipo se lo merece, trabajamos mucho, y era importante para nuestra gente también.
Te hago la última, que tenemos prisa. Victoria también imagino que dedicada a un buen amigo tuyo, como es Gavi. Ayer le viste en el hospital, cómo estaba, imagino que también pues ese triunfo para él.
Sí, le dedicamos a él, el gol también se lo dedico a él, que se recupere pronto y bien, lo queremos mucho, y nada, vamos arriba.
Felicidades, Ronald.
Gracias.
Araujo there talking about the attitude of the team. Once again, just playing a good game and sticking to the plan. Talking about the pride of wearing the Barça armband and being able to score a goal with it and contribute to the game, and of course some kind words for Gavi as well. We had reactions there from our 3 scorers. Are they your 3 candidates for player of the match, Spence?
They are almost all 3 of my candidates for player of the match. I have to give the 3 points to Robert Lewandowski.
Oh, do you?
The way that he changed the game for me, every touch had a purpose. There were a couple that weren't in the highlights that we also saw throughout the game that just made a difference to me, and it was a really big change for Barça to make, and Eric was a part of that too, and I think you could give it to either for Lewandowski or Eric today. And he, for Eric's purposes, got forward when he needed to get forward, defended when he needed to defend, and just played an all-around tight, effective, efficient game. And I did want to give a point to Ferran because he started that attacking threat as well at the beginning of this game, and also the shot that led to the first goal that Eric scored was on him too.
Well, my votes differ slightly. I switched the order of Eric and Lewandowski. I did agree with what La Liga voted for Eric, and it's probably just like it's how constantly he's been playing well this season, game in, game out, and it's like, as you said, a season-long time award. Season-long award. I don't know.
Season-long achievement award?
Season-long achievement award. That sounds about correct. Okay. Eddie Garcia, just another great performance. Defending well, solid. Playing as right back, playing as left back today. Scoring a goal, which was long overdue, as he said. So, yeah, 3 points go to him for his all-around efforts this season. Robert Lewandowski came on, made an impact. 1 header, 1 goal. Then had another opportunity as well, and gave Barca what they needed at that very precise moment. Pedri doing Pedri things.
Yeah.
He kept the team
Can't
moving.
go wrong with Pedri.
Because Barca played a good game. So there are our total votes. And before we leave you with Hansi Flick's press conference, I'll give you one last number, Spence. Hansi Flick with his 50th win as Barca coach today.
Nicely done. Take a look at that.
That was win
A lot of goals
50.
in La Liga, man. Look at that.
Look at that. Every game with a goal at least.
One clean sheet.
There you go.
And I was at that game.
Yeah. Can we have a look at the standings before we leave? Because Barca right now still 2 points behind Real Madrid, who have 18 points. We have 16
right.
In second place. Real Madrid do have a derby coming.
Yeah, tough one on Saturday.
Yeah.
Barca on Sunday against
Real Sociedad. We'll be here for that one.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Well, we're going to leave you with Hansi Flick's press conference. And before I leave, just once again, Spence, my deepest condolences.
Love you, man.
Yep.
This was fun. I'm glad we got the win tonight.
Yeah, I'm sad for you and your family, but you'll pull through. And much love to Papa Siegel, who is a great fan of this show, mainly because of his grandson, Spencer. Wherever you are, Papa Siegel, much love. And with that said, press conference, Hansi Flick will be back on Sunday for Barça Real Sociedad. See you then.
Bona nit. Mireia Ruiz en directe a la TDT de Catalunya Ràdio. Li preguntarem a Hansi Flick quina ha estat la solució del Barça a la segona meitat després dels problemes que ha tingut a la primera. What was Barca's problem in the first half, and how did you try to solve it in the second half? Was De Jong part of this solution? Thank you.
Oviedo, that was a good goalkeeper. I think we had a lot of chances. They also defended well. They tried to block every shoot. So, and there was one mistake they used for a goal, but it happens. This happens. At the end, the important thing is that we came back. And also in the first half, we controlled the match. Second half, we controlled the match more and really tried to create chances, and we did it really well.
Aquí.
Hola, Hansi, Marta Ramon, en directe a RAC1. Li preguntarem pel canvi de Rafinha i què ha significat l'entrada de Lewandowski. You decided to change Rafinha. Why did you take that decision? And what do you think about Robert Lewandowski's performance scoring that quick?
No, it was important. It was important, and this is what we know from Robert. He's in the box, one of the best in the world. So and we're happy that we have him. And Rafa, he felt something in the leg, and so we have to change it. And yeah, but it helps us a lot. So at the end. I think all the substitution was on the right moment and the right decision.
Gracias, mister. Enhorabuena. Otro cambio importante fue el de Jong. Actually, how important is De Jong now for the team?
No, very important. The same with Pedri. I think both on the pitch, it's you can see it also in the second half. We control a little bit more, or control more the game, the rhythm of the game, and this is not so easy for the opponent. And both of them, they are unbelievable players, very important players for us.
Hola, mister, ¿qué tal? Adrián Alves para el Carrusel Deportivo de la cadena SER y el larguero. The team won 4 games in a row without Lamine Yamal and playing good football. What does it mean for you?
No, it's good. It's good. I think we made the right decision in summer when we make the transfer. I think we increased the level of the team. So. More in the deep also, and this is the important thing. Also, some players are coming back. Of course, we have some injured players, but at the end, when everyone is ready to play, I think we have a fantastic team.
Hola, Mr. Elena Condis de la cadena COPE. Lewandowski has scored 3 goals coming off the bench. How do you rate his impact coming off the bench?
So I always said to the team, so we are starting with 11 and finishing maybe with 5 different players, and the most important thing that everyone gives 100% for our team, and when you saw when he came on the pitch, you can feel that he wants to change the result, and was not only about the goal, was also about the dynamic he gave us in the match, and was for us was great to see this.
Hi, Hansi Parbollos for The Athletic. I wanted to ask you about the rotation in defense, because whoever plays in there seems to perform quite well. They don't really have the feeling that there's a starting defensive line. And particularly, I wanted to ask you about Ronald Araujo as well. He didn't have an easy season last season, and the goal he scored today, what does it mean to you?
No, very good. Also, he defends well. I think also for our defense line was not so easy to play today, because it's all when you control the ball and when you make some mistakes, the transition of the opponent, they did it really good, but we defended well, and Ronald is one of the important players for us. He's a captain, and I'm really happy that he scored also today a goal. I think also for him, maybe it's a good step for the belief in himself, and this is I think for him the most important thing.
Dos últimes preguntes, hem de ser necessàriament breu, start i molt ploure.
Hola, Hansi. Raúl Fuentes en directo para Radio Marca. También te quería preguntar por Araujo. He needed a game like this to his confidence.
No, I think he showed also this season that he's doing much better than last season. But it's normal. Last season there were 2 players in the defense. They played many matches together. They know exactly what the other is doing. So, but now I'm really happy when you see it. I think we have different lineups in the last 4, and everything goes good, and this is so important. We have top defender on a really highest level, and it's good that we can choose it like that. At the moment, everyone has the confidence and gives us a lot of options.
Última pregunta.
Hola, buenas noches. Luis García, informativos de La Sexta Deportes. Hoy a Luis de la Fuente le han preguntado por su opinión, sus declaraciones sobre Lamine Yamal. Ha dicho que no le interesa lo que usted diga sobre el tema. ¿Qué le parece? Se lo pregunto en inglés si quiere.
About Lamine Yamal and no, I have to.
About the statement that Lafuente did today about Lamine Yamal.
I haven't read it, and if you want to translate me, and then I can decide if I answer it.
What about the statement? What did he say exactly? ¿Qué ha dicho exactamente?
Ha dicho que no le interesa lo que él puede opinar sobre Lamine Yamal.
He said, that Lafuente said today, apparently I didn't know it, that he's not interested in what you think about Lamine Yamal.
What I think.
It's not about what he did about Lamine Yamal.
It's okay. It's not.
2 weeks
It's
ago
not.
when he
It's
played
okay.
for the national team. I think it's not.
No. If you said this is his opinion, it's okay. I can live with this. Not a problem.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. No, sorry.
Sorry, we have to go. Okay. Sorry for that.
Sorry.
Ciao, bye.
Sorry.